Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Cyber Games Connected. For the 8th time, we go beyond the game on this wonderful Tuesday. High noon it is! It's the second last play week we got here. It's time for decisions. Some players will advance into the playoffs, some players will be kicked out. We stay here. My name is Neo. This man is Mr. Remo Demo. How are you doing on this fine day?
I'm doing excellent, Neo. Thanks for asking. Yeah, can't wait for the second play day of the week to kick off. We had some impressive games yesterday already. Of course, the storyline was once again China versus Korea. That continues today. But looking at our matches, those should be a lot closer today.
I agree. For the third time in a row, we got an Orc versus Night Elf matchup. And first of all, we introduce you to the World Cyber Games 2020. Because of COVID-19, we can't do an offline event, obviously, but WCG is gracing us with 2 events for Warcraft 3. We're currently in the one-on-one stage that lasts until October, and then we go into the team event as well. $25,000 for the one-on-one situation alone. As I said, second last play week next Wednesday. We're gonna have our 8 playoffs participants, and then out of these 8, 4 will make it into the money.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer here to the decision stages. Almost everyone still has a chance, but crunch time is starting to begin. Linguagua and Soen, we figured that out already. They are out, but everyone else theoretically still has a chance. But some of these players also need to start scoring. Otherwise, it's going to be looking grim, especially Focus. Yeah. With 1 loss, 0 wins currently, and 3 maps lost as well. It's looking rough in Group C.
Yeah, I was informed today by the official observer that it's all about 1 maps. So it's not about matches won. So every map is 1 point. And that doesn't help him too much. Chimico on top of Group B, Group A with a 4-2 score. Moon 1-0 fighting against each other. Our matches today, as we said, Focus versus Colorful, Fly versus Sock. And tomorrow we get 1-0 versus Linguagua and Infi versus Joshishi.
Yeah, looking really interesting there. Today, the match is going to be hard to predict, I feel like. All these players seem to be on similar ranks. If we look towards the back to Warcraft Info ELO rankings, for example, seeming they're pretty close. Also, Fly and Sock recently especially have been looking really good. One of my favorite players, Colorful from China, he has been having a bit of a rough time lately, but historically in this matchup, especially against Orc, has been quite impressive.
That is absolutely true. Also, back in the Talon days, man, he was super strong in this matchup. We got the map picks and bans: Concealed Hill, Last Refuge, Northern Isles. Focus has some catching up to do, as you mentioned. His starting match was against TH, and he was defeated with 3-0. Speaking of 3-0s, Colorful in his opening match has defeated Michael, also 3-0. So he's in a wonderful position advancing into the playoffs if things don't go sideways today.
Yeah, Colorful there in that match definitely looked really strong, but in some other tournaments that have been going on recently, hasn't looked so impressive. He even lost recently a Night of Mirror to Sini, which seemed like it should never happen. So
well,
definitely
the disrespect to Sini, dude. To Sini.
No disrespect. He's a decent player, but just viewing it objectively, Colorful is a tier 2 player and Sini's like a tier 3 player at best, more like a tier 4 player. But that goes to show that Colorful recently hasn't been too consistent, which used to be his big strength. It seemed like he always had at least decent days. That seems to be fluctuating more recently. Focus is most of the time a stable constant, especially in online tournaments. Usually his performances are decent at the very least. Offline is oftentimes where he struggles. So perhaps a bit of a blessing for him that WCG is online here.
True. He is the silver medalist of both DreamHacks this year. In Anaheim, he was only defeated by Moon, and in the summer season in Asia, he was only defeated by Lawlion. So the Night Elves on the very highest level seem to be an issue for Focus Pocus, but let's see if Colorful is a match for him. Focus, 3rd place WCG participant in 2013. That was by far his best solo result for a long time. Once again, sorry, we don't have sound at the moment, but the team is working hard to fix it. So let's get into it without sound. Maybe, Remo, you can mimic the sounds for our viewers here.
I'm just waiting for the late game, dude. Tier 3, Bloodlust, I'm gonna do all the impressions. But yeah, we're working to fix it, guys. Should be properly adjusted soon. So we have the orc spawning in the top right and Night Elf in the bottom left. Looking at the builds here early, that is very much looking like a skipped barracks, not even a shop.
Yeah, it's a shop.
There it is. Okay. So Blade Master with early heal salves, looking to be harassing. That's a build that has been quite popular on Northern Isles for a while. And we saw it just a few days ago. I think we were both surprised that even with the speed scroll run across the map, it still wasn't in time to steal one of the creeps at the Tuskar camp. Maybe there was something done improperly. We're going to have another chance here to see if it makes a difference now. Because if you go for this opening, you kind of want to punish this greedy camp by the Night Elf a little bit. But if then, you just arrive too late anyways, like how good is this build really?
That's a good question, man. You walk into the void and can't do anything after, really. Was it WCG with excellent creeping, or was it his opponent missing something there? We don't really know, as we are dependent on the clean feed, but the observer points it out. We're still waiting for the Blade Master, and creeping officially starts. Yesterday we had 2 3-0s in this matchup. Moon defeated his opponent 3-0. Lin defeated his opponent 3-0. So it is absolutely winnable, but it should be pretty damn hard for the Orc, thanks to Wisp detonates in the big fights, tier 2 fights and tier 3 fights. Colorful, one of the players who is very reliant in bringing these wisps, and Colorful has to play around that later. Potion of Greater Mana, that is excellent. And again, the Blade Master not in time. This time made a little pit stop at the shop, and I think that caused the delay.
Yeah. With a shop delay and just walking there in the first place, that probably cost him around 2 seconds or so. Maybe 3. Would that have been enough? I guess the idea here for Focus is, well, maybe he's a little bit slow. Maybe I can get something done, but even if I'm too late, at least I have the circlet. At least I sold the TP, which is now better for the trading. Whereas if you go there still with the TP in your inventory and you're still too late, I suppose that feels rather disappointing. But as it stands now, Keeper with level 2 and the Entangle definitely has means of dealing with this Blade Master. But I guess number 1 priority for Focus will be at least don't give him level 3.
Yeah. There is an expansion coming up for Colorful very, very early. I'm not even sure if he's teching yet, but he should be. I think Blade Master finds it immediately. Is only level 1, has no chance of getting out of that Entangle, and that is damage mitigation. And with that, and the health dropping down to like 1/3, Focus doesn't feel comfortable anymore. So now the question is, does he try again after he's healthy? Does he bring a grunt? This is all kind of scary for Focus already.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much too late to do anything about this. This is, of course, the big downside of playing this build. If you're going to go Blade Master early shop with a late barracks, you have barely any units in the early game to be aggressive with. Grunt comes out very late, as we can see here. 4 minutes only around then do we have the first Grunt. The Blade Master's okay, yes, but as we saw, it can get entangled. Dust and Telestaff on the Keeper, I like that. Improved mobility, we see that a lot from Keeper players. Blade Master finally getting some creeping done with the Wand of Illusion. His best hope, I guess, is to trigger the creep camp at the natural to the Tree of Life, but I think that one's far enough away that it wouldn't really do much.
Okay. That is, as we said, not the best early game Mantle of Intelligence. Decent for the Shadowhunter, but nothing really. Oh, wow. Colorful. Moving aggressively across the map, trying to steal away a little bit of the green spot for Focus, slow down the Shadowhunter. I like that move.
Yeah, that's really cool. This is normally the camp that the Shadowhunter always wants to go to. It's the safest, it's the best to creep early, and now it's taken away, at least in part. That's the ring going to the Keeper. Will fit on the Alchemist pretty well. But also, it's not the fastest creeping here by Colorful by any means. Ideally, he wants to get to level 3 fast, but the archers have been kept at home pretty passively. There's still a green camp there to open up. And slowly but surely, with another steal right here at the Murlocs, If the Blade Master could get the last hit here, that would be tremendous. With the Windwalk, I think he should be able to. We look at the experience bar.
Yes.
And the Blade gets it indeed. One of Lightning Shield as well. And juicy experience.
Focus throughout his career, absolutely excellent in this move. There's only very, very few players who are better at stealing last hits and stealing items in the history of this game. So he's getting closer to level 2 as our clean feed is probably going to be refreshed. To get some sound done. But yeah, we will be able to catch up. This is not the late game, and at the moment, this is a little bit confusing, but we're back with our faces here. The production is resetting the stream, so then we have sound and picture, so we can live with it. Yeah, Remo, how do you imagine this game to go now?
Should we do a little bit of a prediction game?
Absolutely.
I would love to see the Night Elf tech because Alchemist should be coming out soonish, but of course it was a lot slower than the Orcs. I feel like perhaps Colorful was a little too passive with his archers. Couldn't he have crept his own green with kiting and stuff? But I mean, it's still level 1 Blade Master only. That steal in the north was kind of cool. And the expansion is still up, right? The age-old problem in this matchup, Night Elf can expand pretty easily most of the time, especially when the Blade Master is being played so aggressively. And I think their Colorful had a really good read. He was like, okay, you have late barracks, you have grunts coming out very, very late in this game. So, yeah, I can punish this by going for a fast expansion. Your Blade Master level 1 by himself can't do enough damage to kill my Tree of Life. Maybe if he goes Mirror Image, but he didn't. And like that, we are back with our game here. What has happened? The Shadowhunter is out and actually did a good amount of creeping. Wow. Kind of impressed. Almost level 3 already. Alchemist comes out as well, but quite a bit later, only level 1. But the expansion now is close to done. So stronger heroes perhaps for focus, but stronger armies soon, I imagine, for colorful.
All right, we got a little bit of a creep jack here as Colorful was going for the marketplace. Shadowhunter is out with the Serpent Ward and Heal Ward build. How much can he really do without too much of a disable? Yes, we got Purge to slow things down, but it feels like Colorful is getting away with the black guy, breaking through the entangle with an invo potion, trying to block, trying to purge, trying to get this Huntress. Everything is very much in the yellow for focus, but he's able to escape, and with that, the ambush was definitely worth it.
Yeah, nice attack right there. Didn't lose too much. There was also a lot of mana that Colorful had to use. Lots of Entangle, lots of Acid Bomb, and only level 3 Keeper now. That's super late. Good control of the center of the map. Focus, if you can now buy the time for the expansion, that would be tremendous. It's around halfway done. Keeper in trouble, has to staff out, and there is no hex, so he gets out of this one.
I think he wanted to make his way to the shop, but that didn't really work well. And now he's already transitioning into archers. Archers, of course, are very, very good for damage per gold. But against buildings, they are not too great. And focus expansion is about to come up, pretty much 60% done at the moment. So I wonder, how well will this build go? We saw Lin yesterday with excellent grunt control against archers. So maybe Focus learned a thing or two and can deal with them easily.
It's also going to get the middle camp here. This is honestly kind of unusual. Normally, the Night Elf claiming map control all early gets both camps, and that is the Scourge Bone Chimes. Hallelujah. Lifesteal for all the melee units for the Orc.
20%!
The Alchemist needs to creep more. The Alchemist needs to be level 3 for the heal spray.
I agree. Still, big mana potion for Colorful. That's definitely an up for him. But Focus is moving in, trying to be aggressive. Is the position too great? I'm not too sure. There should be wisps here, and they are, as I said, Colorful, always with these moves, but there should be purges. He's moving the Shaman out of the way. Blade Master trying to deal with this. Oh, but now he can't prevent this anymore, so no spells to use anymore for the units, but he's going on for the Keeper of the Grove. Purge again. Oh, no! Town Portal used last second. If that's a crit, that's kind of dangerous, but there is no crit. There's Windwalk and Mirror Image. But the Siege of Focus continues.
Yeah, this is still very scary. He's probably going to take out the Ancient of War here. It's going to limit production quite a bit. One more archer does not quite make it out. And Focus is a great attack right here. He doesn't even need to win the game or do terrible damage over here. This is mainly designed to buy time for his expansion, which I think should be up by now. But Focus finds himself in a great position to just stay in here and do more damage.
As our feed goes to black once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very sorry for the inconvenience here. A pretty decisive push. But alright. Yeah. Hard to say what's going on without sound, without picture, but... Well...
Was definitely looking good for Focus. He's coming back really strong in this late game now with counter expansion. In fact, it's looking really, really good for Focus.
I agree.
I think the questionable thing about the build here by Colorful is the late tech. Maybe he should have just gone for a fast tech and then expand as soon as the tech started, kind of, as soon as he could, because the late arrival of the Alchemist is really starting to hurt him.
We back, and the Alchemist is gone. So how do you heal this now? 3 grunts and the Blade Master clobbering on these archers. And the Keeper is so damn hurt. No TP anymore. Focus trying to set back a bit now. More Shaman coming. 1,000 gold for the Orc, plus the second defense upgrade. Focus getting further and further ahead.
Yeah, looking absolutely amazing. Do these double talismans stack, by the way?
No. I don't think so. They definitely don't stack with the skills. They don't stack with each other. I'm pretty sure they're not stacking with each other.
So you're just guessing. He's keeping them.
I mean, Focus probably knows better than I, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they might stack, though. I know in the Dota mechanics they do. And
well,
that would
Dota,
be a lot of evasion.
In Dota, there's also different mechanics for orbs, so we can't use that as a reliable source for Warcraft 3.
Yeah, but I mean, there is no reliable source to the contrary either. Oh man, with the expansion dead, Colorful is in hot water here. Supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to be up a base as the Night Elf, and now he is fighting against terrible odds. Oh, and there we have the game sound. Hey, you finally fixed it. Nice.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Getting better and better here. Not really for Colorful, though. I don't know what he can do to come back to this game. He's down a base. He's down 10 supply. He's down in heroes. Altogether, not that great.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, it's looking really bad. Oh, he gets a nice snipe there. Oh my god, the Shadow Meld archers with the ambush find 3 Shaman out of nowhere. That's the way back into the game, maybe. Feels like Colorful has to have an unbelievably overwhelming fight right now before this expansion pays off even more for the Orc. But the Blade is gonna get level 4. He has the beautiful 1-1-1 build. Strong grunts, decent shaman, strong shadow hunter as well on level 4. Mana potions, heal scrolls, claws, he's got everything.
Expo is back up and more tech upgrades for Colorful. Is he able to claw his way back into this despite the 15 supply disadvantage? Usually it should be the other way around. But okay, here we go. Huntress hacking and slaying away at the Great Hall. Is Focus in time? He absolutely is. Damage is okay for the Blade Master as well. Ensnare's flying. Grunts are finding the connection. Serpent Ward's in a good position against Huntress, forcing a TP. The Great Hall is still at 850 HP. Not even close.
Yeah, I guess the idea here for Colorful was maybe he hits lucky. Maybe the Orc army is far away and he can snipe that. But if not, at least he's buying time for his own expansion again, which now is finished. But Focus, man, he's getting stronger and stronger. These grunts are at 1-2 upgrades already. 2-2 is on the way. Big army for the Orc player. Has 1 heal scroll. Wouldn't be too surprised to see a second one soon. He has a TP as well. So with that TP, he can now be the one to commit onto the enemy expansion. And this one hasn't paid off at all yet.
Focus, by the way, has sold the second talisman. I guess that is the answer. It is not a stacking. So, wow, is this a lot of damage against buildings or what? But this is also a lot of damage against buildings. That's a sweet move by Colorful, opening up the lab, using some sappers, and now they're both back to one base.
It's pretty cool. Gets the kill there out of nowhere. But Focus, he hasn't lost any army in a long time, so he's still rich, so he can just remake it right away. And his army is still the stronger one. He's continuing to push forward here into the Night Elf base and sitting at an 18 supply lead. With a lead like that, you can even fight into Moonwells quite easily. And this Alchemist still not being level 3, man. He is the big crutch in this game. He's just gonna get ensnared and getting killed. Yeah, and getting killed. There wasn't even the staff. Sad game for the Alchemist.
Sad game for Colorful in general. Now he's pushing in with mirror images. The Grunt's kind of useless, but Focus just killing the base right now. Yeah, there were some wisps once again, but this does not look like Colorful can turn this around. Focus, the unstoppable force in this game. Once he got ahead, he never let go. Prevents the resummon of the Alchemist by killing the altar, and everything is already at orange. This is not good. GG! We have a couple of technical difficulties here in map 1, but no problems for Focus at all.
Yeah, very good comeback there in the mid game. The opening really looked scary. The Blade Master early harass couldn't achieve that much, but then controlling the map, getting the counter expo up at the right time. Seemed like, yeah, Focus knew exactly what to do there. And Colorful, I think he didn't go for the proper build, or at least the execution. You don't have to go for a fast tier 2 tech. You can go for a Keeper with a really fast expo, yes, but I think if you do that, you have to make sure the Keeper is really strong and controls the tempo until you get your Alchemist. That means you should probably try to get level 3 and then abuse the strength of level 2 Entangle, buy time for your Alchemist, because the Shadowhunter, of course, will be out much, much sooner. But that wasn't exactly done perfectly, I think. And this is where the difficulty of Night Elf lies. Having the proper build in response to your opponent. You know, a lot of people make fun saying, yeah, it's just Keeper Hunts, Expo, Mass Supply, 70 Heal Scrolls, easy game. It's not that easy to really have the proper build on the right map against the proper build of your opponent. To have that all perfectly done, only the greatest masters seem to get right.
And that is Law, Lion, and Moon, pretty much exclusively. Foggy getting better and better in that matchup as well. But not here in WCG, of course. So, did all the Night Elf versus Orc matches in WCG go 3-0 so far? Fly versus Law Lion? Lin versus Shishi? Moon versus Guagua? Is that all?
Yeah, true. They all went 3-0 indeed.
If that's an indicator, then poor Colorful. Starting with a 3-0, then getting slapped down with a 0-3. But of course, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Northern Isles was the first map. I think CH is still in. And
Last Refuge.
Last Refuge. Man, we see these maps a lot here at WCG.
Yeah, this is the norm pretty much nowadays. We see some variation by some Night Elves rather vetoing Northern Isles instead of Echo, but especially shown by Lin. If you have the right build there as the Orc, you can abuse Echo Isles really, really well. So, yeah, this is pretty much the norm. And LR, our second map, is one where the Night Elf can get pressured early on quite effectively already. We have also seen some Orcs trying for the Farseer playstyle, although Focus, I mean, he does play Farseer very well against human, so do many other Orcs, but I don't think I've seen him much with his Farseer head on a tier 3 style yet. As fun as it is, Focus still look good here with a Blade Master pressure early, and on LR, that also works well. This, yeah, isn't starting off too well for Colorful, despite a good early game. His transitions, he may need to work on a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely needs to change something here. Maybe Last Refuge will do him better. Otherwise, the group stage situation could be quite interesting, right? Here in Group C, this is. TH won 3-0 against Focus, of course, but he also lost to Michael. Colorful defeated Michael 3-0, but Michael still has to play Focus, and Focus started the tournament with a 0-3. And now takes the lead over Colorful. We might get a 4-way tie somewhere in this group. And I have no idea what the Korean caster is telling, but okay, he just Yeah, I don't know. There seems to be some kind of bar. And maybe we can cross that bar on map 2. It's Last Refuge. We got Focus with the 1-0 lead in the upper right and Colorful in the bottom left.
Maybe it was indicating how high the bar is for the top Night Elf play. As you mentioned, Lawlight and Moon, they are looking so insanely strong in this matchup. Oftentimes make the Orc opponent look hopeless. But it is very hard to pull off properly. Colorful with a standard opening here. And Focus, I imagine this game should be going for Barracks. Blade Master Harass on this map doesn't even require a shop for healing early, which is really nice. You can go to the middle, get the circlets, and then either decide to just follow the Keeper around for an eternity, or go for a bit of creeping yourself at the High Priest camp. That Moonwell position in Colorful's base, by the way, really confuses me. What's up with that one?
I don't know, dude. What I know is that this is a match between teammates, by the way. Both playing for the Lao Pao Esports Club. Pretty successful in WGL team competitions. In January, they won that alongside Xiao KK and Fortitude. And in Gold League, they didn't too bad either. 3rd place. So yeah, pretty good team, and also one of the only teams that still employs some Warcraft players. So big shout out to LP Club.
Yeah, in that team competition, Colorful oftentimes looked very good.
Defeated Infield.
Yeah, most recently he's been having a bit of a rough time, as we said. But their last encounter, right, was in the, what was it, the Leech Cup, I believe, Leagues Cup, and that was it's an interesting format where the players play a full best of 9, and there was Colorful winning that one with 6-3 in maps. That looked quite promising, but it seemed like Focus learned from these games. I was really impressed with his mid-game and late-game transitions on the first map. As we see the game starting here, it's the Blade Master starting off with creeping on LR.
What?
That doesn't sound so crazy, but normally that's never done. Normally it's always aggression right off the bat.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, what's the plan, man? I really don't know.
Maybe it's a bit of a psychological play, being like, well, the Keeper expects me to be ultra aggressive anyways, so I'm gonna abuse that by just creeping myself in hopes that the Keeper just wastes time running around the map. But, well, Colorful will continue creeping here at the green. He's thankful for being left alone for once. And he's gonna get his level 2 here.
But must feel... Sorry. Must feel a little bad, right? You constantly have in the back of your head, where is he? What's he doing? Why is he not here? What's up here? And shop far in the back. Also rare to see that.
Yeah, super far in the back. Of course, they're in a safe position. Maybe afraid of a push at some point. Blade Master comes in now. Wow. Ultra fast Shadow Melt. That was like lightning quick.
You know what? Ah, okay. No, forget about it. I was maybe thinking, okay, Colorful might be one of the talent players here and there. It's a pocket strat, but as we see the Hunter Soul already. Nope. Entangle to save the Archer after the reveal. Once again, fast reactions by Colorful. Maybe he just needed a little bit of a warm-up.
Yeah, the Archer will be going down here in the end. Oh, Shadow Melt a little too late. But that was a lot of mana from the Blade Master. He's got like 40 or 50 left right now. And I think Colorful knows this exactly, so he can creep the Magi. He's got another Entangle ready. He can control the Blade if he comes in. Yep, doesn't have enough for the Windwalk. That's the next item going to the Keeper. Claws of Attack. Not bad, not bad. And with 200s here now, he can threaten the Blade fairly effectively as well. Does get the level 2, and that is now enough for Windwalk. Good pressure here. No grunts coming in to say hello. I like the fast attack by Colorful. This will mean that the Alchemist will come out much sooner than game
The
number.
tech wasn't that fast, was it? Last time we checked the base, it didn't even start.
Yeah, true. But it was still faster, I think, than game 1, where he went Hunter's Hall and Expo before.
Yeah, probably. Focus is already done with tier 2, so Spirit Lodge is coming once again. Grunts, Shaman, Shadow Hunter, his build.
A player's forces are
Do you think
under
he did enough damage here?
I think it's okay so far. The most dangerous part is still to come. Colorful needs one small camp. One green would be enough for the level 3, and then level 2 entangle. That is the scary part, as we've seen so many times before. Really early attack upgrades. A staff and a dust for the keeper as well. Why isn't he just creeping level 3 though? It's kind of surprising.
I don't know. It's not that far away. He could go to the... Exactly. Shaman there. Feels like he's a little scared of focus. Question also, how do you level the Shadow Hunter now? I guess the answer is you don't?
A player's forces are under
Or
attack.
go for the Wyvern?
Ooh. Is that the Hex Wyvern build? That Fly showed off so well? That's how he defeated Moon earlier this year in the WCAA.
Yeah, I thought for a second he's going for the shopping creep there. But no, it's just all-out aggression. And with that, it must be Hex, right? Focus fire on the Shadow Hunter. Hurts a little. Wisps are coming in. How long until the Wyvern arrives?
Yeah, maybe 50 seconds or so he has to wait for. Ah, okay, a little less. It's gonna come out now. Flying south. So far, this isn't looking too scary. The Shadow Hunter is still holding his skill point. Now we have the Alchemist as well. That's a big help against Wyvern with the auto attacks and Acid Bomb.
Yeah, feels a little off here. The Wyvern timing. Poison Ivy on the Blade Master, reveal as well, so Windwalk isn't that easy. Shadow Hunter Hex confirmed. And the Wyvern is here as well. This is good damage now. 1/3, I guess, but there's a TP. Oh, Hex again. Can he get us around to something?
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, what's going on? Oh, there we go. Town portal. So good thing with the Wyvern is, even if that fails or doesn't do as much as you want to, you can use it for creeping and catch up.
True. But at the moment, the Shadow Hunter has barely any experience. Gonna have one more Hex as the Keeper comes back from the main. 2 Wyvern now. Of course, more archers have to come in as well. Keeper returns with its Staff of Telly. But the Entangle doesn't do that much because of the Purge, of course. And this push is starting to be looking quite dangerous.
This is the Alchemist almost dead, but the blade is revealed. Crypto! He gets the experience. Both heroes die. That is level 3 for the Keeper. But yeah, Alchemist again not able to creep. We've seen the result on Northern Isles when the Acid Bomb and the Heal Wave, Heal Spray weren't enough in the end. Blade Master, I guess it's fine. Focus can fall back a little and creep the Shadow Hunter. He's losing a bit of map control and damage, but leveling process is okay.
Yeah, nice little attack there with the 2 Wyvern. Certainly potent against the Huntresses and also against the Entangled. Colorful is forgetting to re-entangle the expansion for a little bit. Now he finally does, but that certainly took a little longer than ideal. The Shadow Hunter just keeps on pressuring. Okay, Focus wants to stay in this. Oh, did he engage the Merc camp? Oh, Colorful did. That's an awkward time right now. Creepjack here could be painful. Ancient of War, though, kind of in a protective position. Keeper is completely out of mana. Shadowhunter 1. Or does he get the last? He stole the last hit with the Chakram! But it is the Flute going to the Night Elf. That is the best item he could have hoped for. And also now Mercenary support for Colorful.
So good, man. This is so hard to time. The projectile speed, not the fastest at all. Wow. Really good play by Focus so far. And we've seen this in the past, that he's using a hero or a unit to just never let the Goldmine entangle. He used his Blade Master before. Now he's using the 2 Wyvern. And Colorful can't get up to 2 bases.
Yeah, quite the weird scenario. We don't see Wyvern much at all anymore because so many Night Elves are going fast into Archers nowadays, but Colorful going heavy into Hunts early, perhaps especially to control the Blade Master. Focus abuses here perfectly with going into the Wyvern. The later we go into the game, when we near 60 and 70 supply, the worse the Wyvern will become because the number of Archers will rise, but they still have certainly a strong timing window here where they can do quite a bit.
Scroll of the Beast, dude, that helps them a ton. And he can transition into Raiders or something. That should be fine. It's not a lost building or anything. I like Focus's position a lot. Not as rich as in game 1, not as high supply as in game 1, but he doesn't need to be because he's on par. And if you are 1-on-1 with the Night Elf, you are usually having the lead.
Still a little scary though for Focus because he knows this expansion now starts mining. And if you give Colorful 2.5 or 3 more minutes, he will be up at 70 supply. And then, can he then still take a good fight is the question. Stealing the Merchant away, that's pretty cool. Gets level 3. A Blade Master. And gonna get a big item here. Big mana, what he's hoping for. 1 of Mana Steal. Also not too bad.
Yeah, that's true. And we go into Kodos for additional damage. Interesting. If you have the control of Focus, you should be able to eat a hunt or so. So what's next? In hindsight, I like the move of opening up the mercenary camp. Berserker's really good.
A town is under siege.
As long as they don't die, obviously. So will he commit the Scroll of the Beast for this tree / entangled gold mine?
Yeah, if he does, I'm pretty sure Wisp will come out for the detonate. There should be plenty of them around. Quite a few mercenaries now. They help bolstering the forces here, but of course give a lot of experience as well. Staff on the Keeper. Was that a misclick? That didn't seem to make much sense.
So
the archers
many
getting attacked.
archers again, all bruised up, all dead. Blade Master in trouble, has the invul, needs to pop it. Here we go. Scroll of the Beast confirmed. Ogre Molo for Colorful, super expensive mercenary. And the Wyvern, they weren't even part of this fight yet. They were still dealing with the buildings. Focus moving forward. 15 supply lead again. The Shadow Priest is toast. And man, this is too much damage as it seems.
Shadowrun is out of mana now though. There's no more healing. And unfortunately...
Well, they were back again.
Oh, is back. This is where Colorful could also turn it around with more mercs coming in. But the Alchemist is in trouble. Again, healing is missing. We don't have Heal Wave anymore. So far, a great fight for Focus, but now his units are dropping low, but he's going for the Alchemist again. Level 1 hero dies. There's a Blade Master leveling up to 4. And a massive supply lead now for the Orc. Gets another kill on the Mauler. Level 4 for the Shadow Hunter with that as well. Focus, he needs to do a lot of damage with this push, and he certainly is doing exactly that.
Terrible, terrible damage and double G's. Focus takes the 2-0. In once again a pretty convincing fashion. That was really, really, really annoying play. But really, really, really effective as well.
Yeah, very, very impressive indeed. With the Wind Riders coming in when they mostly phase out of the meta, realizing there was absolutely a window to be very effective since there were so few archers early. And that is the risk you run when you go heavily into hunts. Maybe 2 hunts would have been enough. 2 hunts into archers, then that could have been a better answer. But also the archers in these smaller fights where the hunter's frontline doesn't protect them perfectly, when the grunts are microed properly. We saw it here again. They just die so fast. I feel like that's something that not just Lane but orcs in general are getting a lot better at. Using the grunts right against the archers. Finding these strong engagements before the Night Elf gets to 60 and 70 supply.
Yeah, we've seen it yesterday and Focus immediately picks it up. It was pretty good. I like that. Focus now. 100% man as it seems. 0-3 first game. Now in the lead with a 2-0. And to be honest, I don't see a reason why he's going to lose the third map.
I mean, it's still a new map. It's still everything reshuffled. And Concealed Hill, if you have a right build there. Night Elves can get the expansion up pretty well. But Colorful so far, it seems like the builds are promising at the beginning and then they fall kind of off. But it's not necessarily because of his own mistakes too much. It's just Focus precisely and perfectly deciphering what the build is and realizing what window he has to do the proper counterplay. On map number 2, on 1, excuse me, it was the Shadowhunter creeping heavy and then punishing the low-level Alchemist. And on map number 2, it was the Wind Riders. And also, again, punishing the low-level Alchemist. In the midst of that, also creeping camps away from the opponent. It just seems like Colorful never gets his second hero Alchemist on time when he needs. And that's something that, he's not quite on par with the top Night Elves with at the moment.
And for Colorful, things get a little scary because his last remaining opponent in the group stage is TH. And can you bank on getting maps off of TH when that man started with a 3-0 over Focus? I don't think so. At least 1 point would be super helpful to force a tiebreaker or something. But so far, not a chance here. Continues with the slump.
Yeah, I think that is the proper thing to take away here from this. Colorful at the moment, not in his best shape. But TH, he's at 1-1 also, so he did show some weaknesses against Michael, but that series he was certainly quite experimental. Tried with the Pally first against the Cryptlord first, which really didn't work out too well. Played MK first as well. Not AM a single time in that best of 3. He went just the strength heroes only. So yeah, he's still trying things out in that matchup at least. But against Night Elf, we saw at WGL how strong he is. So yeah, that will be a tough match.
You hear
Tough
that,
match
Remo?
so far also, currently for Colorful, as we move into map 3.
Exactly. That's my jam right here. That's the I'm gonna get a new game soon jam. Here we are, last map of this series. Focus 2, Colorful 0. Big problems for the Chinese. And Focus, will he play a different strategy here? Will he play... Is he so confident that he plays a little bit of a cheese? Or will we just see the standard as every map is so important?
Looking standard so far. If that is a barracks as well, yes it is. Focus builds so far have been working out quite well. Went for a bit of creeping to start things off with. There's been a development recently on Concealed for orcs to be very aggressive right away. Don't start with a creep camp, but rather run across the map, go to the enemy merchant, get a circlet there, and then pressure the keeper right away. But normally, if you go for defensive creeping, the Night Elf should get level 2 at least. That was quite surprising to see that level 2 on the keeper on LR so early. I still feel like he didn't prioritize getting level 3 fast enough after this. Also, I think we didn't see any sentinels to reveal the Blade Master. Maybe he didn't get the upgrade and felt like he couldn't reliably get enough last hits because of Windwalk, perhaps. Oh well. Focus here, looking strong today, looking like the better player. Looking now to get a 3-0.
Yeah, again, a 3-0 in this matchup. And that would be 3 Orc 3-0s against Night Elf in 4 matches. Unbelievable. Shouldn't take this as the sample size for this matchup, obviously, as it's usually the other way around. But okay. Creeping starts pretty much normally. Same hero matchup, and yeah, Focus coming in as the DreamHack vice champion of summer. He showed there that he's getting better and better in this matchup. He defeated Moon on the way into the final.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, that was quite crazy. Moon there not having the best day ever, but still, Focus really, really impressive. He has those days, he has those tournaments where he looks so amazing. And today, he certainly is looking quite good. Late Master starting off with the Merchant creep. With the Windwalk, you can trick the AI so that there's no healing, and Inner Fire going on makes it a lot easier. And there's an instant level 2 for the Blade. That's always pretty cool. You can fall back and then heal, as we see the tier 2 tech starting. But it's again, the Keeper being given level 2 for free. And this time, perhaps we're gonna see Keeper trying to level up beyond that. I like the Wisp Scout, checking out what the Blade Master is doing. And the Keeper's goal normally now will be to move from Green Camp to Green Camp and reach level 3 by the time tier 2 rolls around.
Yeah. A little bit slower, a little bit more patient than the earlier games. But yeah, I guess he's moving north where he expects an expansion. But doesn't or won't find any. He can go to the green, creep there. That's about it. And again, Colorful moving pretty much across the map. He saw the grunt, of course, and he wants this guy dead.
Yeah, was hurt already, was still healing up with the salve. He's not even gonna need a second entangle. Oh my god. Only one entangle for a grunt, and he gets the experience. That's a very good early game for the Night Elf. Staff back from the Blade Master at least wants to prevent further creeping. Afraid that his ogre camp might be getting stolen away. It's nighttime now, so his vision is limited. Trying to find the keeper, but where did he go?
Finally, some early game success
town
for
is under
Colorful. This
siege.
must feel good, but oh boy, did he scout that AP in no time. Staff is on the Blade Master. Do we have a staff now? No, just dust on the Keeper, level 2.5. Couldn't you just go for the turtles? It's not level 3, probably, right?
Yeah, but turtle into another green would be level 3. And here again I ask, why is the keeper so aggressive? Why is he not creeping level 3 right now?
Because he likes to be aggressive. He's seeking revenge for the first 2 maps.
He has the dust here. Blade Master would be a great steal here for Focus to get, but not allowed too easily. But Entangle is a little early.
Yep, Blade Master gets it.
That was a little sloppy, Colorful, to be honest. That shouldn't happen. At least he got the item, right? So Gloves of Haste.
A player's forces are under
Oh,
attack.
the Watch
Sentry in the
Award.
north sees the Tree of Life. Wait a minute. Can you staff on Sentry?
I thought the same. I don't think so.
Yeah, we've never seen it, so I would imagine it doesn't work.
But the chat might be smarter than us. Can you staff on sentry wards, guys? Let us know. Oh, the sheep block. Wonderful. These sheeps are good at blocking. I notice it more and more.
Maybe
Or
they
they
watched
just
the Insop tutorial video.
Or they just want to cuddle a little. Shadowhunter out. Do we have a lodge yet? Yes, there is. Blade Master not. Okay, now going for
The
the
town is
expansion. That
under
was a little
siege.
curious. Like, not close to the tree. It's not enough though, right? There's no mirror image, so no.
Yeah, Focus knows also he doesn't have enough damage to kill this,
A
but his
player's
intent
forces
is
are
to
under
keep
attack.
Colorful busy to make sure his second hero levels up. But Colorful is smartly playing around it as well. He realized the Shadowhunter will be creeping, so he now wants to pressure that a little bit himself. But now, right now, the level 3 is missing. If the Keeper was level 3 right now, he would be super scary. But as he decided to not prioritize that, for a third map in a row, once again, his options are limited.
Okay, a little bit more on par this game. A little bit more back and forth, 50-50. Cool for Colorful that he keeps the
player's
fighting
forces
spirit
are
even
under
after
attack.
2 lost maps, but as a pro, you definitely should. Still into Huntress, right? Isn't there time for a transition kinda right now?
Yeah, 4 hunts seems a little heavy to me as well. 2, 3, I think is what Lawlight and Moon kind of have been doing. But if he doesn't go 2 more into hunts after that, I think it could be fine. But yeah, he needs to start going into archers. This time it won't be punished with Wind Riders, but it can still be punished with Serpent Wards. Shadowhunter level 2 already, with a nice Ogre Lord trap right there with said Serpent Wards.
Serpent Ward doesn't last too long against the Ogre. Will this Keeper steal the Ogre? That would be massive, but should be impossible. A little bit revenge for the mercenary camp? Maybe? No. Blade Master's taking care. Not opening this up. Well done for Focus. Taking some damage though. Losing a grunt maybe. Ah! Not sure if he got him.
I think the Observer is trying to show that the Keeper got the experience, but he didn't. Shadowhunter got the experience. Seems like our Observer got confused there a little bit. But the Alchemist is creeping up the natural. That is almost level 2.
A player's
It's
Crystal
also
Ball,
class
not the
plus
greatest
12.
find. Oh, that's nice.
That is really nice indeed. Alchemist is out. Acid Bomb, and with that, time to retreat. Colorful is scouting if there's an expansion, and that's exactly where the Shadowhunter is. Level 3 already. And knowing this situation... Oh, there is already a peon, so hello, Great Hall.
Man, this camp always does so much damage with the poison.
a player's
It's gonna take a
forces are
lot
under
of heal
attack.
cells and heal wave to heal up again. Focus has to make the choice now. Does he go into Serpent Wards 2 or heal? And he does take the Serpent Wards, feeling they are still effective enough. And against this number of Huntresses, I guess that's not a bad choice.
Okay. finally the Alchemist is able to creep. There's so many things better for Colorful than the past 2 games. Expo running, transition
is
working,
under siege.
Alchemist creeping. But now he has to be careful to not get his exactly Entangled Gold Mine cancelled.
player's
But he's there.
forces are under
All good.
Ooh, Keeper taking a lot of damage.
Ah,
But the staff gets him
calculated.
back to safety.
Okay,
So
still
this is,
50.
Yeah. Kind of classic orc play nowadays. You creep up to level 3 Shadowhunter, then you're strong, you expand behind, and the Night Elf has to deal with this somehow, and this push is supposed to hold the expansion. This is crystallizing itself more and more as the go-to orc mid-game strategy. And starts off with a Hunter's kill right there. Serpent Ward damage plus Purge, doing a good job. Loses a grunt for it as well, but again, this push is not designed to win the game, it's to get up the expansion.
Oh, Wisps are detonating, hitting 2 and the Shadowhunter. That was well done. Grunt saved him to the back. Once again, he's going for the Alchemist. Oh no, that is not allowed. Invul Potion. This time he keeps him safe. Level 3 for the Keeper. Finally. There's still a heal scroll. There's also a little bit of... Yeah, exactly. Alchemist back in fighting shape. Hunters are falling, but that is fine. There was supposed to be a transition anyway. Colorful down to 38. That might be a problem, but how fast can Focus
Town
muscle
is
up
under
again?
siege.
Oh, love the staff.
A player's forces
Canceling
are
the
under
AP in the
attack.
bottom right, and with that, the expansion is pretty much finished. Colorful holds on, certainly. It's not looking in a bad position, but it's not like he's at 50, ready to go up to 65 with scrolls and push. No, needs a bit of time. Needs a little bit more experience as well. Alchemist still missing 1 or 2 kills for the level 3. In fact, the Shadowhunter looking to move forward here. Bold. And a Bestiary. As Focus is starting to get ready to go into upkeep.
Bestiary helped a ton on Last
Player's
Refuge with the
forces are
Wyvern
under
with the
attack.
Kodo, and Raiders are not too bad at all either. So if you have the chance, if you have the gold, you don't want to cross 50 supply at the moment until the expansion is paid off, so why not queue a building? I like it. Potion of Greater Healing from this shop, also good. Colorful is the one to break upkeep first. Still with Huntress.
2-1 upgrades. That's when this army becomes dangerous. Only a single heal scroll though. I imagine those were stolen earlier from the Night Elf's shop by the Orc. Keeper is harassing in the south as well. This Treant harass can be definitely very annoying. It is level 2 Treants, but now we'll have to staff home to keep his expansion safe. Staffs all over the place. Staff attack, staff protect.
Yeah, lots of mobility on this map. And that's really cool. It's absolutely necessary. You don't want to fall behind because there's a couple of trees in your peon line.
A player's forces
Focus
are
is
under
breaking
attack.
now. He realizes I just can't give Colorful the edge. But there's a red spot for the Night Elf. He got a flute already if that happens again. Colorful would love that.
Very surprised he's not gotten any grunt upgrades yet. That could become very painful soon.
Oh, true, not a single one. Boots of Kalpalas, okay, not great. Also, no hex at all, but the mirror image build. So he's a little safe there.
You can see now the Serpent Wards don't survive long against this number of huntresses, archers, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, but archers also a little too far behind there. Focus engages into the next battle. With lightning shields everywhere, Serpent Ward starting to be placed, but the Snake Pit isn't that scary yet.
Ooh.
Heal spray in front. So many lightning shields. Too many for Colorful to want to deal with. He's going to TP back. It's a lot of damage he's passively taking, but Shadow Melt deactivates. Normally. Wait, what?
That was weird. Everything was shadow melted. That shouldn't do damage.
I'm a little confused as well. Was the Alchemist maybe lightning shielded? Perhaps.
Must. But no, he wasn't. Okay, Toxie said there was. Okay. Then there was a lightning shield on the Alchemist. Witch Doctor here, always good on big maps to place these sentry wards. But does he even need that? Focus, even in supply at 65. Hero levels looking okay. Item-wise, there's a heal scroll, there's a heal potion, there's a mana potion. And not too much to creep on the left-hand side.
And the tier 3 here now finished. It's going to kick in with marksmanship very soon. We see it being upgraded right now. We're going to see an Orb of Venom, maybe even a Potom. That's going to be so much more damage. Against which tier 2 orc armies with grunts have a tough time. Even with 2 armor upgrades, it can be difficult. They have only 1. What you want against this is tier 3 Taurens, maybe triple hero. But from that, Focus is miles and miles away. Don't know if he actually can get there. The Witch Doctor was a little too ambitious. He's taken out. But Focus heals another camp away. Somehow this lab is still available, very surprisingly.
Yeah. And he can fall back to the fountain if he wants to. Heal up, get the last remaining big item on the map. Big experience. Greater mana. Oh. And still even supply fascinated. Again, the Serpent Ward's positioning very good to block that choke. But Colorful gets a couple of more items.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's not that many though. He only has 2 scrolls, 1 healing, 1 protection. No mana pots or clarities. But a Potom is coming.
Yeah, we have 1 orb with the Potom, probably a second one, plus the 2-shot aura. Focus not going on tier 3, but now the upgrades start to kick in. 0-2 immediately, 1-2 coming.
Starting to approach the true late game here, so this is usually where a lot of wisps will be needed, will be produced. Trying to come in for the flank. Focus positioning on the high ground. This could be a lot of mischance for the archers, of which we have a lot of now. Focus trying to catch reinforcements here as well. A Potom just hopped out of the altar. He needs to be careful. He might be dead.
Uh-oh, not good. This was a nasty spawn for sure, but a little bit of a backstab, trying to keep the Potom alive as fast as possible. 10% aura. Keeper coming in now, stabs the Potom out, and the detonates hit really well. Uh-oh, this might backfire a little. Scroll protection on Colorful's armies, but still Focus with the supply lead. Hunters, how fast will they fall? Raiders with the lightning shield, that is tons and tons of AoE. So far he's not able to kill the archers though. The hunters are soaking up a lot of damage, and I see Focus plummeting in supply a little, but Colorful is trying to staff out. Oh my, that was 2 hunts.
There's also 2 raiders going down though.
Yep.
Both losing a good amount of supply. The Potom is back, and the thing is, Colorful, it may not look like it, but he basically has a tier 3 army, where Focus has only tier 2. Marksmanship is doing a great job.
Yeah, that was not the greatest position, and maybe he stayed a little bit too long. So now what? Mirror image for scouting. He has to rebuild this army. Upgrades are not too crazy for Colorful. It's not the 3-3 yet. It's only level 1 Potom. It's not the 3rd Orb of Venom. There's still potential to strengthen this force.
2 orbs he does have though. It's a lot of damage from this Night Elf army. Focus having lost so much and being low on lumber. I doubt he's going tier 3. I doubt he's going to the tech that you really want. And it's of course very tough to find the proper transition there as well, to find the timing. Earlier he had a bit of a supply lead. Maybe he could have made more peons. Maybe he could have gotten more lumber. Maybe he could have gone tier 3. But now it seems like it's too late.
Ooh.
Trying to expand on the high ground. That is ambitious.
Yes.
It feels like Colorful is the one on the throttle right now. And pretty much has map control. Wouldn't be too surprised to see him push forward, cancel that expansion, and expand himself.
The Hunts, they do a pretty damn good job. They're always in front. They're always soaking up damage. They always protect the archers, which are then in for the damage. So Focus needs to find a solution against them. I would still not advise him to go Serpent Ward 3 though. That's just, I don't know, seems overkill. They're still getting sniped easily by archers. He's buying time for this expansion. It's close to the level ups.
Yeah, this late game, when the Night Elf is tier 3, it seems like the Shadowhunter can't save the Orc, isn't the hard carry anymore. This is where you want tier 3. But okay, we engage into the fight. This time the archers aren't so perfectly protected. The Blade Master taking a lot of damage right away. Using the mirror image, Still low HP. We have a few lightning shields coming out as well. Beautiful heal spray to heal the huntresses there on the left-hand side. Ensnare to slow him down a little bit. And Tang also control the Blade Master. Runs going down quickly. We can see the supply plummeting here for Focus. He's down to 65. 10 supply elite for Colorful still. Sorry for that little hiccup. We're back in the game now. Both using a lot of their inventory again, though. Colorful has to TP out. So much of his army is so low. There's 2 more kills on the way out, maybe even 3. Lightning shield in the back, in the base. Could be painful as well. Quite impressed with Focus, with how close he kept this. I guess the fighting position there for Colorful really wasn't the best.
Yeah, he started this fight up masterfully, though. Killed 3 raiders in no time. And then there wasn't too many targets for the lightning shield anymore. I like that approach by Colorful, how he starts into the fights. Always very successful. But okay, we do have level 4 Blade Master now for level 2 Mirror Image. That is 1 more target for the lightning shield. We also have level 5 Shadow Hunter for the level 3 heal wave. But one of the reasons why Focus was looking okay in these fights was in the first one, Mana Potion. In the second one, Big Mana Potion. Both consumed.
Yeah, he got 2 small ones now, which is decent. But we also have more upgrades coming in for the Night Elf. We're going to have a 3rd attack upgrade for the Hunts and Archers. The Pardon's almost level 2, which means Scout Owl, which actually does help quite a bit with proper positioning and scouting, of course. And he's not too far away from Keeper and Alchemist 5, which, especially for the Alchemist, would make quite the difference. Focus trying to keep up the pressure, trying to buy time for his 3rd base to come up. But it's always dangerous. Few entangles, few acid bombs. Suddenly everything drops low.
No Serpent Wards to protect this anymore. But yeah, the Expo is up. If he gets the burrow and the tower up, that looks kinda good. But Colorful is getting a lot of items. Double orb now, double heal scroll, invul. Focus had to retreat to deal with these treants. That's exactly what Colorful wanted.
Yeah, double heal scroll, 80 supply. And 3-2 upgrades in a second for these archers. That's a scary army. Yeah, he's got it now.
Quite some damage, huh? I like damage. Can he hold? How long does he have to hold to make this even? Or get ahead?
Good question. Focus is up at 80 himself, but it's going to be so much harder for him to micro these fights.
Engine of War
Take down
down.
Engine of War. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
good. Can't follow up with mass production for a while.
Yeah, Colorful is moving a little too slowly, I think. He should just push on the left and push the Orc army back and then push towards the expansion. If he tries to go through the right, then Focus is always going to threaten the counterattack. Maybe he's a little still concerned about this position where earlier he had a bad fight.
Here we go. Mirror image already. Open up that snake pit. Ideally lure him to the fountain. So many wisps come, but Focus sees it. Has to be aware that this is the thing, but disengages. If he snipes these wisps, that would be magnificent. He can't even sacrifice the high ground expansion for it, I believe. The throw protection for pretty much nothing. Scares the wisps away. They can't detonate. And how much surface area is there for the raiders? Not much, actually. SimCity is good. Oh, but the wisp. That is 1,000,000 burnt mana. But good splits by Focus so far.
Can he kill off the expansion here? That's the question. Really smart positional play by Focus, always threatening these counterattacks, and he kills off the Expo. TP's out. Colorful now has to run south right away and kill the expansion of his opponent. He can still use his Tree of Eternity to go over to the natural.
Oh my god, this is looking horrible for Colorful now. The tower and the burrow are up, the peons are protected, the main gold mine is empty, and he doesn't have Nature's Blessing. How can you be on 2 bases and don't get Nature's Blessing? Dude, so much gold.
And again, why is he going to the right-hand side of the map? Why isn't he just pushing through the left?
Good question.
Every time he's taking so long to attack. But now he's there. Now he's in position.
Mass repair, but should be fine. This should all be fine. Focus is in. Lightning shield once again. That's the way to deal with the Huns finally. Little weird to engage into this.
It's
Because
a
it's a
perfect
choke.
choke for Colorful.
Yeah.
These archers can't be reached. He's getting more kills. He's about to reach level 5-5 here, Colorful is. Focus. This is like the fight at Thermopylae, and he's not the Spartans. He's the Persians getting owned right now.
And the
Keeper level
Wisps
5.
are coming in. Good detonates, a little bit AFK now, but once he breaks through these... Oh yeah, there's mirror image now with Lightning Shield, finally getting some damage in, but the Blade Master, Invo Potion, and Hans now will disappear.
Keeper's been, or Ackerman has been staffed out, didn't have mana anymore. With the Telly staff, he comes back in, has more heal spray. This is the deciding fight of this game, probably. Blade Master in trouble, entangled, can't get healed, and is lost!
Uh-oh.
Level 3 for the bottom with that, so much more damage. Colorful seems to perhaps be doing it in the end. Focus still has another base, mind you, so he can kind of afford perhaps to let this go, but he's trying to hold on to it.
Supply-wise, it's still even, going for the bottom, trying to go for the bottom with just pure right-clicks, but the Alchemist is ready. Again, shifting the focus a little from the Great Hall. There's time to repair. Can he get the grunts in this game again? Look at the corpses, dude. Oh my god. It's a billion corpses on the ground, and the grunt, the hero grunt, no. Bottom staffed out. That was, I don't know, 90 supply killed here.
A player's forces are under
Yeah,
attack.
it's an
80, I
absolute
think.
slaughter. Yeah, it's like the trench wars in World War I. It's just absolutely horrifying.
But Focus kind of stabilizing here. Blade is back.
He's got only one heal wave left, though. No mana items on the Shadowhunter anymore. He'd shoot through 2 mana potions.
There's an Invo Potion on the bottom now, level 3 on her. Keeper has decent mana, close to 6. Bottom is back as well. Okay, Focus, you can't hold this anymore.
That's the heal wave. That was the last one. No more healing after this.
He still has the
Focus to
bottom
give
right.
this up.
But if he prevents he doesn't prevent anything. He prevents a longer game. GG. No 3-0 here. Colorful with a desperation push onto the high ground. Claims at least one map. And for survival in this group, this could be really important.
Yeah, honestly, that was really well done by Focus there for a long time. I think he knew he would have a tough time in a straight-up fight where the archers are protected because of the Night Elves tier 3 and him only being tier 2, and the armies becoming so big where it gets really difficult for Orc. He always threatened the counterattack on the natural of the opponent. Really smart. He even got up a third base, but that base position up on the hill didn't do him any favors. That was just a meat grinder of death for his grunts and raiders. That was bloody. Once again, the archers show how much damage they can do with marksmanship, with bottom aura, and everything else. Focus still gets 2 points here, but Colorful, won't be blown out.
Yeah, Colorful now with 4 points, same as TH. And that will be the match next week. TH vs Colorful. Focus now with 2 and 4, same as Michael. Definitely a shot still. If he 3-0s Michael, that could be possible. We will do some number crunching here in Group C.
Yeah, this is a really interesting group, man. Everyone having losses and wins. TH, who we thought would be the big favorite, surprised us by losing to Michael before. If he loses to Colorful, that's, I guess, him not making it through the groups. That would be quite outrageous, of course. Yeah. Last year was TH taking 2nd place, only losing to Infi in the end.
Indeed, and the guy who knows how it is to lose a grand final to Infi is Fly 100%. We're gonna see him in the next match versus Sock. Stay tuned.
Innovation has arrived with the speed to go beyond limitation and discover the unreal. Introducing the Samsung NVMe SSD 970 series, the key to unlocking your power. With the performance to reach beyond the expected, the capacity to illuminate a world of ideas, and the reliability to sustain it all. Samsung's latest NVMe M.2 SSD. Unreal performance realized.
클로에다가 민첩 같이 이제 붙어 있기 때문에
이 언제는 완전 방어적인 아이템만 나오거든요.
홀!
아이 모르겠고 나 홀까?
아 예전에 또 홀까만 살살 이런 것도 있었는데
그렇죠.
아, 훨씬 더 강력한 압박을 느낄 수밖에 없어. 한 번 더 필요합니다.
아 이제부터 이제
한 번 더 때려요.
스코를 마지막이었던 것 같아요. GG.
했는데 데스나이트와 함께해요. 혼자 가지 않았어요.
네.
아이템 내 아이템 누구 아이템인가요?
나 비비기.
아이템!
와 비비기가 제대로 됐어요.
야 컬러풀.
아니 저거 하나 좀 줄여도 되는데.
예, 아니 사느냐 이게 굉장히 중요해 보이긴 하는데요.
근데 어머니가 대문 더.
영웅 한번 노려봤어요. 아 딕스, 와, 디토네이트.
진짜 대박인데요
아,
이거?
이거 영웅들 만화가 완전 거덜났습니다.
아까
다시 한번 타운트 뒤쪽으로 빼고 있는 데스나이트.
데스나이트!
아유,
오체가!
결국에 꼬챙이가 이마에
일단 못 써요.
거기다가 데모너터가 왔어요. 물 먹고 왔습니다.
지지다 지지. 상대가 어지간하면 멀티를 저기다 짚고 걸어오는 거예요.
자, 체력.
갑자기 만나가지고!
체력.
죽은 것 같은데요.
이거 사망이죠.
대박! 그러니까 급한 거 없는 오크는 세요. 급한 거
레벨업?
없는 오크는.
점사로 뒤쪽으로 한번 노려봅니다. 알케미스트 다시 한번 클린 스프레이. 이거는
불마
위쪽은요.
혼자서 지금
아처 상대를 다 하고 있어요.
그냥 우하고 가니까 그냥
무쌍.
네, 와르르 하고 그냥 무너진 슈레드까지 뽑았다는 거는 일단 지금 당장 뭔가 병력
사냥. 이상하다.
뭐야
아,
왜?
이거 못
Why?
봤어요. 아 이거 못 봤습니다.
자, 아니 텔포밖에 없어가지고 포탈이 없거든요.
아니 이거 그렇죠. 누르는 순간
아니,
이거 경기 재밌고
어차피 9홀이기 때문에.
이거 120 잡나요? 길 맞고 한 번 설마 더?
자, 이거 텔포 탄다
설마
하더라도 콩이 있어요.
공격력이 너무 강력합니다. 아예 옵시디언 스태츄 전담 마크 하는 워터 엘리멘탈입니다.
그렇죠.
아,
리치 전사 소리가 났죠. 이것도 70대 44입니다.
큰 실수만 하지 않는다면.
리치! 무적! 자,
고의를
무적은
주기는
있어요.
했는데.
무적은 있어요.
오, 버티기 못했습니다. 여기 눈에 보이질 않습니다.
리치 나오다. GG.
GG를
컨트롤 매직으로 인해가지고.
꽁치면서 내려봅니다만 아이고 깜짝이야.
야, 저 상황에서 지금
내려놓고 먹은
와.
거. 내려놓고 먹었나?
용기에 매달 내려놓고 먹고
저런
찍었어요.
용기는 자, 포도비스트. 이게
마킹 6 아바타는 안 보여줘도 돼. 아바타.
스모던.
아바타까지 나오네요.
GG.
아,
그리고 타워를 많이 지어놨어요. 굉장히 많이 지어놨어요.
근데 타워를 지우긴 했는데
싹다 변신.
와우,
지금부터 와,
윈피.
이거 기가 막히게 하는데요.
자.
이거 타워만 취소되면 이거 압박 심할 것 같습니다.
이게 라이플이 없는 상황.
나이스
임팩!
각도.
좌나 포션 있어. 임팩 한 번도 안 해요. 그렇죠.
우와, 오늘
GG.
각도가 노젤 완전 미쳤는데요.
와. 이게 좀 애매할 거예요. 이게 썼어요 그냥 근데.
안쪽으로
야,
파고듭니다.
마다 포션이 있으니까 된 겁니다.
여기는 들어섰다 디스토이어.
야, 저 상황에서 또저
와,
용기에 매달
썬더크랩!
내려가지고 썬더크랩.
밀릴 수밖에 없습니다. 와, 블라이트 위인 게 되게 중요한데요.
그렇죠.
위치가 싹 좋지
자,
못한데요.
플라잉 머신은 어떻게 잘라먹느냐가 좀 중요합니다. 디스가 남아있어. 리치 들어갔고.
안 돼요. 여기
리치는 무적
노려봤습니다만.
받고.
네.
GG.
싸움만 돌아가서 클레런테 마시면 되니까.
약간 가불기거든요. 와,
임페일
무적.
매번 성공하던 임페일이 무적. 와, 얼굴 돌리자마자
와, 이거
큰일 났어요. 이거 잡아놔야 돼요. 잡아놔야 돼요.
이거 MC
잡아놔야
공을
돼요.
MC 공을
잡아놔야
해야죠.
돼요. 와, 이걸
140. 1.
이걸 길 막아야 돼.
내리면 타워.
멀티를 귀찮게.
저 샘퍼.
아이고야. 이거는 포탈 눌렀네.
포션은 있는데.
먹었어요? 안 해?
저걸 잡는다고요?
아니 저 클러가 있어. 와!
포탈 태우고 있다. 무작풀이
끝까지
돌아왔어.
무적. 이게 봐야 돼요, 진짜 이거.
이거 근데 막 로커스 소음 쓸 수가 없어요 지금.
네,
임페이. 팔라딘을.
이거는요. 이거 잡은 느낌이 드는
팔라전사.
그런데 크리트로드 전사.
팔라전사가 더 크지 않을까 싶은데요 이거는 그래도.
그래도 뒤쪽으로 빼면서
자,
이번에
마킹까지
마우스킹을
전사 체인지.
잡았으면.
저 프리스트가 좀 문제인 것 같아요.
그러네요.
자, 프리스트가 하나 먹은 건가요? 데스나이트 경험치가 올랐죠.
2.4인가요? 아이고 이것도
이거 프리스트
하게
평타로
되게-
주는 건
오!
약간 이거
조금 더 안정적으로 플레이했으면 좋겠는데 나는
위드필링에.
막아주는데요.
자, 포탈 가세요. 집에 가세요.
누르세요. 손님
가셔야 돼요 이거. 진짜 위험해요.
손님
이거 하늘의 제왕이에요 저 친구는 정말.
이거 만화번 정말
나가씨.
이거는
아니 이게 무슨 이거 말도 안.
돌아왔나요? 노라이어 돌아왔나요?
시작했나? 이거 지금 드라이어드 병력이 지금 이거 오히려 잡으려고 오는 건가 싸우려고 오는 것 같은데요?
나머지 분들 어디 갔어요?
일로
옆에
오고
있네요.
있어요. 일로 오고 있어요.
이거 반지의 제왕에서 본 것 같은데요? 옆에서 빛을 비치면서 걸어갔었던 간달프 그 느낌.
그렇죠. 자, 무적 있어요. 데스라이트는
버텨줍니다. 어쩔 수 없이.
일단 돈은 같이 이거였네요.
이거 선 좀 넘는데요.
지금 위에 지금 기본 팀 자체가 말이 안 돼가지고.
왜냐면 공격력을 3까지 업그레이드.
그렇죠. 그렇지.
이거.
무조건 빨리 녹여요.
자, 그런데 이거 뒤에 있는 드라이어가 생각보다 데미지를 많이 입고 있는 상황이라서요.
네. 자, 근데 리치 전사.
아이고, 이런 플레이가
플라이한테 졌던 거를 여기다 풀었어요 지금 보니까. 딜이.
선언하면서
네.
A powerful innovation has arrived with the speed to go beyond limitation and discover the unreal. Introducing the Samsung NVMe SSD 970 series, the key to unlocking your power. With the performance to reach beyond the expected, the capacity to illuminate a world of ideas, and the reliability to sustain it all. Samsung's latest NVMe M.2 SSD. Unreal performance realized.
World Cyber Games 2020, the Connected Edition, Seoul versus Shanghai. We're back with match number 2 here in week 3. It is Sok versus Fly.
And that's going to be a really good one, guys, because both of these players have been looking hot recently. Sok, the Korean human player, has been looking extremely strong compared to his previous performances. It was in the next tournament summer where he made it all the way into the finals against Moon. He is climbing up closer and closer to that tier 1 list. It seems like Sok only needs to improve a little bit more to reach that renowned status.
Yeah, he made it to the grand final, right? And next summer, one of the biggest tournaments there is in China. And on the way there, in the semifinal, guess who he defeated? It was Fly 100% with a 2-1. And it's kind of an interesting match because, as you said, both are gathering a lot of momentum. Fly, one of the best orcs at the moment, seems to be in the absolute best shape, especially since the 3-0 versus Lawlion just a week ago. And in this matchup, though, nobody is really dominant. Both are losing matches to the top players. And also against each other, they're trading wins quite favorably. Interesting matchup, dude. I have no idea who's going into this as the favorite. I just expect an epic clash.
Yeah, I think so too. Really looking forward to the styles as well. This matchup still has development. I think Lin is a little bit stronger at the moment here. Fly really seems to shine against Undead and against Night Elf. But we'll see today how good he is. We see the maps here. AZ, Echo Isles, and Northern. And that is kind of surprising not to see Concealed. Many humans will veto AZ, Sok decides not to, and many orcs will veto Echo Isles because of fast expansion possibilities. But not the case here either, so not necessarily the most standard picks, but not too crazy either.
Fly could be the only player with a 6-0 after 2 series, right? Lin at the moment is 5-1. That's the best player we got at the moment. Fly could definitely secure the quarterfinal, and both could put Lawlion in a horrible position because of the 3-0. Lawlion, the winner of DreamHack Asia, the winner of WSB. He seems to be one of the strongest players at the moment, but could be eliminated here in the WCG group stage. If Sok is having a decent result today, Lawlion needs a 3-0 over him to somewhat have a chance to advance. Lots of
in Group D, WFZ seems a little outmatched. He's out already, but everyone else is looking so strong. It's going to be super tough. Of course, last week, that was the shock to us, right? When Lawlion got 3-0'd after looking purely invincible in that matchup. But I thought Fly just played that so masterfully well. He showed us how insanely good he can be against Night Elf. Against Human, we'll see what it's like today. What's his style? Expansion heavy, maybe with air even, something crazy. Blade Master, very, very unlikely. Farseer TC, of course, what we expect here. And from Sok's side, we have seen before, the Koreans still favor rifles every now and then, whereas, for example, TH and Infi basically never play them. So it's going to be interesting to see what these two show us here.
Let's go into map number 1. This melody, always the start of the battle. Finally a match again where we don't have a clear favorite. First it was Moon, then it was Lin, then it was Focus. Now it's 50-50. Fly in the upper right in the blue on Amazonia. Sok in the bottom left in the red. And especially on this map, we've seen Sok versus Lin at WGL, and how important are invul potions.
Absolutely crucial in this matchup with Stormbolt and Clap being on the one side, plus breakers for hero kill, and of course Purge stomped from the TC on the other. So you have to make sure you can keep your heroes safe, especially those frontliners, TC and MK. They are the late game carries, and they need to survive if you want to have a chance. On AZ specifically, some humans lately have been getting a little crazy. Have been playing some Blood Mage, some Rifles, some Paladins. Is that something that perhaps Sock might pull out here?
I don't think so. I mean, the only human who really does it is TH, right?
Yeah, Jamiko used to do it for a while, but haven't seen him too much doing it lately. Farseer, it is against AM. Okay, so standard, no rifle pally play.
Yeah, that was to be expected, I think. Could still play him as a second hero, but even that is highly unlikely. So there should be a lot of harass early on by Fly, as it oftentimes is the case, and the question is, how will Sock be able to deal with it? How much creeping can he get done? He had this new creep route early where he skips the lab. I wonder if we was gonna see that here again.
Oh yeah, true. Showed that a little while ago for the first time. Sending out the footy to the bottom right. Wait a minute. Is he creeping the natural first?
That's risky. Map so small,
wow.
but he got the right read as Fly is creeping. So he does have some time.
That is such a big risk. Imagine if Fly isn't creeping but harassing. This would be such a disaster. This would probably be GG instantly. Wow. Sock gambling hard on the first map. But he bought all of his money on red and he hits red. Good for him.
Scroll of the Bees can be amazing as well. If he saves some mana, then pushes into the Orc base, go for the burrows. With Water Elementals and Scroll of the Bees, that's really, really good. But the danger is not over here as Fly is coming in with a Farseer.
Yeah, and Fly must be like, you cheeky bugger. You actually went for the natural creep right away. Well, okay. Works out here for Sock so far, but 2 peasants were already sent back into the main. More are sort of exposed at the expo. The grunt is low HP already, has to be sent back. In fact, he might lose the first grunt, but actually AM can't afford to chase here. Needs to keep the peasants safe as best as he can. That's 2 going down so far. Maybe even 3. If he gets a tower cancel, that buys a lot of time for these wolves. Oh, and he does get the tower cancel. Sock gets off the early expansion, but not without suffering losses.
Yeah, this will be a late human tech, and that should be a fast orc tech, right? So, not the fastest, obviously, but that... I don't know if that's the right choice, man. The Mountain King is gonna be out so much earlier. The base is pretty much unprotected. The wolves can attack the expansion for quite some time. I think Fly already got the lead here.
Denies a peasant. That's kind of well done. There's 2 hurt peasants also very hurt in the main, but doesn't know about them. There's another Chain Lightning. Is he gonna use it? Probably wants to summon more wolves rather. He was thinking about it. A lot of damage on the Farseer, but heal cells are pretty nice.
Observer pointed out, well, it's not too much time until the tier 2 hits, and then it's TC time. Is it really necessary for human to go expansion? We see this more and more
Yeah.
on Northern Isles and Echo, and now here on Amazonia.
Quite surprising, right? It seemed like on one base going into breakers, they were doing fine enough already, but everyone is trying this fast expansion nowadays. I guess if it works, if you do stabilize on tier 2, you are in a pretty damn good spot. But yeah, this is not an easy early game by any stretch of the imagination. Sock is still not teching, still losing a few peasants every now and then, and here comes the panda once.
Yeah, okay. So, with the tech being so late, it's not the TC as orcs do when there's an expansion. They go panda. And this game can be over in a bit. Panda, good AoE, trying to go for the surround here. Summons the wolf, trying to block. Doesn't get him. No crowd control with this hero, of course.
There's a pretty sturdy army here already, though. With the grunts, with the wolves, with the panda and the breath. The Farseer, of course, putting in the right clicks as well. Chain Lightning is a factor here. And AM is just stuck on level 2. He never got to level 3 for the level 2 Water Elementals. Next Breath of Fire, big damage And again, with
Oh,
these
the
militia
block.
being called, there's no tech happening.
Sweet blocks by the panda as well. He tried to move the footman away, but the panda was there. Big Belly can't get past that. And he's already level 1.3. Soccer is struggling. Never find the time for the lab. And Fly shows once again why he is contesting Lin for the best orc in the world.
Attempting a surround on the panda, but it's only level 1 hero. Even if he gets the kill, he used all of his mana already.
Yeah.
It's more footies going down, more peasants going down. Farseer is getting dangerously close to 3, by the way. And against a tier 1 human, level 2 wolves are crazy good.
Yeah, he's not that far away, and the wolves can always enter. There's no tower. The expansion might be up and safe now, but let's just break the base. I guess that's what it is. Boots on the Archmage.
Dude, Soccer's just trying to hold with every little thing that he can. I'm not sure if Fly lost a grunt yet. This panda is surrounded in the main, by the way. I think he might be able to force a kill right there.
Oh!
Fights his way out, though. Still has speed scrolls. 2 of them, in fact.
He's just killing more and more. He's on a killing spree. He's blocking himself a little. But the wolf can
Started
open the
level
way. Ay, yay, yay. And he has mana. He was so conservative with his mana. Yes, he was summoning wolves here and there, but not an overwhelming mass. And no chain lightning, I believe. So that's 2 more sets of wolves.
Oh, and the next breath as well. This panda got to level 2 just from killing units.
Fly's demolishing him here.
Wow. Great game by Fly. Realizing the weakness, realizing the point that he can pressure. Sock just struggling for 5 minutes straight. He's still trying to put out the fires, but it's so hard to do.
Double Arcane up at the expansion, okay, but what's it worth if you lose your base and you're down in tech and you're down in levels? In 2 levels, actually. The Panda's about to out-level the Archmage.
Oh, and now we have the end snares. AM might be in trouble. Can he get this around here?
Good side step.
Not quite. Oh, the panda.
Don't want to lose a level 2 hero, but speed scroll. Oh,
player's
saved.
forces
Everything
are
under
under
control.
Damn, Fly is playing this so well. Trying to go for Zeppelin here is the AM, and just barely it is enough.
End snare!
Oh, but wait a minute. Maybe it's not with the end snare.
Can he reach? There's no second end snare though. Should be fine.
Yeah. Fly realizes he's not going to get that kill.
Wild game to start this series, and Fly is just never letting loose.
Yeah. This is truly the Orcish Horde. Going in for the kill. Making it a slaughter.
Poor humans, man. They are suffering. At least the Archmage could finally go to the shop. Get some HP, get some mana, but all these resources, he can never invest into attack. He just has to replace units, and Spirit Walkers are coming for the spell.
And are coming back from the main with lots of healing.
Yo.
Can
And
these
mana.
2 towers keep the main safe?
1 guard tower up now. But Sock will be stuck at 35, losing more units.
Fly. Pretty amazing how he hasn't lost
Oh.
anything so far. Maybe he lost 1 grunt, but that is all.
Tech at the
Even.
Expo though, up at 60%. Can Sock hold on? He's 20 supply down. He's obviously losing the shop and maybe even more. 2 Arcane Towers up, but what do they do against Spirit Link and everything else but wolves?
AM dropping in again. There's no dispel yet against these water elementals, but they're only level 1 anyways. More footies going down, more peasants going down. But the Orc army is starting to take a lot of damage over here.
Yeah, I mean, it's Spirit Link, right? That's the nature of the spell. Everything is getting orange, everything is getting yellow. No mana anymore. At one point, Fly has to move back now. He's close to level 4. He's level 4.
Yep. This panda isn't too far away from 3 either. He hasn't
Yep.
grabbed anything yet this game.
The panda has now officially out-leveled the Archmage.
What he wouldn't do for a clap.
But tier 2 is done. And the Mountain King will be coming. Fly needs to step back, needs to heal his wounds. And maybe that is the time he needs. But Fly is also floating in 1,150 gold.
so rich. He can go for heal scrolls now easily, and I certainly imagine he will.
Did he rebuild the altar?
He's doing it right now in the main.
Oh, it's another delay on the TC. Okay, and with being so rich, go for the heal scrolls, maybe even an invo potion, break upkeep, and just push again.
Yeah, some orcs would like to go tier 3 and counter expand, but Fly is more aggressive than that. Also against Night Elf, he rarely ever goes tier 3. We saw that before by Focus, for example, at WGL. Pretty nicely done. But Fly wants to keep fighting, wants to find more kills, wants to keep the pressure on Sock. But there are 3 towers at the expo.
Yeah, 2 more kills here.
A player's
We're about to
forces
hit
are under attack.
twice the supply for Fly.
And that's going to be a level 3 Panda over here as well if he finishes the creep. Blood Mage second. I guess the MK would just die in the front line.
Panda level 3 with the mana potion and the heal scroll.
A town
That's pretty good against towers if you ask me.
Such a big, beefy orc tier 2 army. There's no healing here from heroes, but there is double heal scroll. Damage is being nicely spread with Spirit Link across the units. 60
Mate.
supply for Fly, looking so scary.
Mage of the Blood. I'm not even sure how much he will do.
Oh, the Breath of Fire chain lightning!
Oh my god!
Oh, look at those peasant corpses.
Yep.
Holy smokes. Yeah, that's just it. That's GG.
Title of the game, The Raid. Fly 4-0 here in WCG continues his rampage through the Koreans. Good lord.
Really impressive game there by Fly. Sock rolling the dice, hoping he won't be harassed right away, and that did work out, going for the fast expansion, as seems to be so fashionable against Orc nowadays, but Fly knows exactly what he's supposed to do, and just slaughtered all those human units, one after the next. The peasants and the footies. He never, I guess, even got to priests or breakers. Panda coming in at the perfect time, and Fly executing it so well.
There was a gamble, an unnecessary gamble, and maybe that's gonna hit him in the butt. But if we look at the maps now, Echo Isles expansion map, Northern Isles expansion map, is that just Sock's plan here?
It might be. More and more humans are trying it. Some with very good success, some a little less so. But Echo Isles is definitely by far the best expansion map. It's easy to creep. You can even perhaps go for mercenaries. The opponent's base is far away, and the Farseer normally shouldn't be able to do that much damage. But with Fly in this shape, who knows? Builds here also will be a big deal. Maybe who gets the Shadow Priest. Yeah, Sock. Or is he now so discouraged and he's gonna move away from the fast expansion?
I don't know, man. This didn't look too good. There was one moment in this match where I thought, okay, is he stabilizing now? But then I looked at the levels and I was like, no coming back from this at all. So could also, yeah, what can he do? I mean, one base on Echo is also pretty okay. Not sure what to do. I hope Sock knows what to do, because Fly will just continue this way.
Yeah, and he knew exactly how to play against the fast expansion on AZ. And on Echo Isles, it has to be very present in the forefront of your mind. It's what everyone is playing recently. It's what a lot of builds are being designed around from the human and from the orc side, with peon scouts and so on. Fly had the perfect answer on map 1, looking scary. But as we said, Sock should have an easier time fast expanding now if he does decide to do so again. And we have seen by other humans that if you have the right build with a fast expo on Echo, it can be really good. Just, yeah, don't die to the pressure. Easier said than done, of course.
Exactly. Just don't die. That's the solution for every single Warcraft game there is. And kill, maybe. That's 2 very good strategies. I would advise Sock to take here. Echo Isles, map number 2. And we got Fly in the upper left. We got Sock in the upper right.
All right, let's go. Farseer AM, certainly what we're expecting. Mountain King first is a rare and delicate choice that some humans go for, but definitely has some issues. Doesn't deal with wolves well at all in the early game, and it's a lot about the early game, hitting your power spikes in time. And a fast expansion, definitely not so easy to defend with a dwarf. Fly this time seems to be skipping the barracks. Observer checking out how many peons are on gold. So he is not skipping the gold a little bit early for a super fast tech. Wait a minute, that's a fast shot though. Is it? As a scout peon, okay.
With lumber on him, okay. Well, I guess you can use that scout peon to establish a shop close to the human expansion.
Yeah. Also, on this map specifically, we've been seeing a lot of Shadow Priest purchases. The Scout Peon walks into the Merc camp before the human ever gets there, gets the Shadow Priest, and with that you have 2 abolishes against the Watch Elemental early. And a bit of healing as well can certainly help. Does cost a bit of lumber with a Peon not chopping the trees, and will most importantly delay the barracks by a long time. But the Farseer with the Wolves oftentimes can put on enough pressure that is okay. But it comes down a lot to how well you can use that Shadow Priest.
Okay. Willie, okay, he is going for that. It's once again Archmage versus Farseer. Huh? Okay, looks like he got it. And without too much punishment.
Yeah. Well done there by Fly. He hires the Shadow Priest and leaves before attacking anything, so he doesn't re-trigger the aggro. Only takes a little bit of damage, which he can heal. But also the Footy is following the Shadow Priest around. Also well done here. Both come prepared. Did their homework for Echo Isles.
Okay, Fly is moving over. Might even be in time to harass, get some HP off of the Archmage, but no, moves away from it. Trying to keep his Shadow Priest alive.
A
Make a
player's
borrow.
forces are under
Oh.
attack.
Not quite trying to be that cute. Wolves in the main and attack. No fast expansion.
Okay, maybe learned his lesson. And okay, Fly, you're a little bit too good against the expansion style. I don't want to give that to you.
Oh, he just fed away the second wolf. So that's level 2 now for the AM.
Ooh.
That was definitely a bit of a mistake there by Fly. Of course, hard to keep track everywhere. Looking at the Shadow Priest, looking at the base, looking at the Farseer, looking at the wolves. But that is now an easy level 2 for the AM. And a full level ahead.
Okay, where to go
A
now?
player's forces are under attack.
Wolves are still trying to get some kills, but this is all going so much better for Zog.
Yeah, now it's kind of weird for Fly. He wants to level up himself. He can perhaps creep the Merc camp even. But if he leaves his AM alone, he's going to be level 3 in no time. And then level 2 Watch Elementals can still be quite the headache
town is
before
under
there are
siege.
enough Shaman out. Another Wolf was lost. But now that he's level 2, it doesn't really matter that much anymore.
More mercenaries for Fly. Okay. I thought for a second he's building something at the bottom island, but no. Time to creep now, maybe? Or is the Archmage Fortitude style pushing into the base? I think that's what it is. Trying to hit a little bit of a timing. Hit the tier 2
A
buildings.
player's forces are under attack.
Against the Shadow Priest and the Berserker, though, this is not going to be easy. Berserker, of course, a key unit. Surrounding and killing that off would be tremendous, but Fly is paying attention. Doesn't allow that too easily. Will finally claim first blood for his side by killing off the Footy. And, well, with that movement, I guess Fly doesn't have to be too concerned with this AM hitting level 3 too fast. Yeah, this move didn't seem too effective.
Fly was at home. Able to defend. Oh, can't allow us around here. Don't want to lose your TP, but with boots, hard to catch. Okay. Both without many losses are finally arriving at tier 2.
A player's forces
We do
are
have a
under
lot of mercenaries for Fly that could feed away a lot of experience that cost quite a bunch. But against Watch Elemental push, of course, that's kind of necessary.
And snare on the Footy. That's an easy kill right there. AM really wants the Shadow Priest, but good control. And with the Shadow Priest around as well, it's not even worth summoning the Water Elemental. It's just going to get dispelled, going to be more experience for the Farseer. So he's just attacking with AM and footies.
A player's forces
And
are
Fly
under
seems to be
attack.
holding it off pretty easily.
Alrighty. Now, it's an arms race, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a TC. We do have a Mountain King. These heroes will dominate the mid and late game. So who's going to get them to 3 first? And since Echo Isles has only one shop, who's going to get the invuls?
Yeah, Invuls and Heal Scrolls. Both very important. First of each will be available upon daytime. Coming soon. And the TC, especially with the Mercs, can solo creep here pretty easily. Gonna go for the natural to begin with, and then maybe over to the shop. Easy camp to creep, good experience, and there could claim the first Heal Scroll right away. Whereas the Mountain King, with only 3 footies, is having a tougher time. Might find a Stonebolts around, though, on the Farseer. Oh, he squishes out.
Little bit of wasted mana. Trying to block here, though. Mountain King has a second chance, and that's gotta be the TP. Or will he let him die? Or maybe even deny with the wolves?
A player's
Dude, no.
forces are under attack.
Ah! Okay. Farseer down. He is supposed to
That's
distract.
okay,
Yeah, he's supposed to distract. That's exactly what he did. TC gets the bottom in the meantime. And yeah, I mean, Sock is probably getting the top, but it's okay.
Farsheer's gonna be back very soon. Fly could think about creepjacking that up there, but he might be a little too late. Could also just use this time to safely get level 3 on the TC. He's almost there. But he moves away from the shop before daytime, so he's not gonna get the Heal Scroll, it
A
seems.
player's forces are under attack.
That's kind of weird. He's a little bit broke thanks to the revive. But he's also not too far away. Maybe waiting for some resources. Creep the Murlocs in the meantime. He knows where his opponent is. He's still closer to the shop than Sock is. But that is about to change here.
Yeah, TC looking quite hurt, but he is now level 3. Sock can't believe his eyes. Invul and Heal Scroll still available. Oh my god.
Thank you. And
Oh,
breakers.
But can he get it though? He can't quite get it because here comes the Orc army.
That could be big. TC level 3. There's no breakers yet. Hit him! And he absolutely does. Chain Lightning would be available as well. The Ensigns are flying ready to save Fly with a great start into this fight. There's more Storm to come, and he's so close to the TC, just waiting for the cooldown. Here we go. Hits everything. Every single unit.
Oh my god. Absolutely beautiful stomps there. The militia come in now, but this might be a little bit late perhaps. Berserker's gonna go down. More experience to the MK, who is now level 2. Oh! Is Sock perhaps starting to turn this around? Getting a few more kills, but also Purge is coming out against the Priest. Now the squishy casters are being targeted. Both players losing a lot of units.
Yeah.
Fly still with more supply, but it's gonna lose even more here, it seems. Level 3 suddenly on the AM.
An eye for an eye. Not much mana remaining anymore. Also, no consumables on either side. They have to fight with what they have. Or is there another Storm soon? No, not really. Needs to retreat, and with that, maybe Sock does get the Heal Scroll and the Invul.
Oh, Breaker getting devoured there. Wasn't looking for a second. Probably macroing in the base. Kodo coming in, very helpful here. At the moment, we don't quite have control magic yet, so the Wolves can still do something.
Especially against the Breakers. But losing a Grunt over it hurts as well. Yeah, he's gonna get
A
it.
player's
Oh,
forces
deny?
are under attack.
Yes, well done, man. High level plays here.
MK has one more Stormbolt. Best target would be the Kodo. There's a speed scroll though. Oh, nice surround.
With the Water Elemental summon. Really nice, but he opens it up for now. Priest in for the block, but good luck with that. TC has mana again. Archmage in an ensnare. Can he put in the damage before the stun is over? No, but the Farseer dies on the other side. Good trades by Sock.
Yeah, that's looking really good now for Sock. Fly perhaps overextending there a little bit. When he saw the militia coming, perhaps should have fallen back a little. But, and especially didn't get the heal scroll. Can't believe he didn't get the heal scroll. He could get it now. But no, again he falls back. Farseer gonna take a little while until he returns.
A
And
player's
you know,
forces
normally
are under
with this
attack.
orc strategy, we will see an expansion at around 40 supply or so, but as we see here, absolutely no expo in sight.
Okay.
Ton of raiders, by the way.
Yeah. He could transition into a base race. We've seen this from Chimiko and Linguagua. Which ended up to be probably the best game in this entire tournament so far.
Oh, and the MK gets level 3, and he's just expanding himself.
A player's
Evil
forces
claimed
are
by the
under
AM as
attack.
well. That was pretty scary, dude. He went there without vision. Could have been intercepted, but didn't occur.
Crystal Ball. Fly still not really in fighting shape. And the Archmage scouted his expansion attempt. So we're slowing things down a little. Level 4.3 TC though. But, on the other hand, not much to creep anymore.
Yeah, one of the big advantages of raiders is that they're usually quite fast, but sorceresses can quickly change that, slowing them down so tremendously. But we have Infi style. No sorceresses at all. A few priests into mass breakers,
A
where
player's
raiders
forces are
and
under
grunts
attack.
are a lot stronger than if they were to be slowed. And especially with the level 2 TC aura, they are so fast
The town
indeed.
is under siege.
There's still a TP available on the Farseer, and they're threatening an attack into the main. And I think one grunt and one shaman trying to go for the lightning shield harass. Oh, but they are running into the human army.
Not the greatest reinforcement, but the shop is gone. And with that, Mass Breaker is definitely delayed, and that intensifies once he gets the Sanctum. Doesn't want to lose his entire army to it, though. And therefore retreats with one raider killed. But nice idea by Fly, right? Just break the tech tree.
Yeah, and did the grunt make it over to the expansion?
A town is
Don't
under
believe it
siege.
did.
Don't stop believing, dude. He's trying again. And something is reaching the expo.
Another raider going down. 2 raiders now falling. More experience
Player's
for the MK.
forces
Who's
are
almost
under
level
attack.
4 now. Wolves and grunt at the expansion. That's good damage. 2 peasants killed. Income delayed. He's losing a lot of raiders for this, though.
Yeah. Feels a little unnecessary. And now number of breakers are rising, and that's always the number one problem. Sok has his resources misbalanced, though. Maybe that's turning into an issue. Second beastery for Fly, and I kind of know what that's supposed to be like. Raider lane.
All right. Sok moving across the map, looking to pressure the expansion there. Without a TP...
A town is
Okay, he's
under
buying
siege.
one at the shop, right? Yes, he is. Buying a TP and a second invul. But with all the raiders that died before, it's not even that much damage anymore against the human mech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, if you lose 4 raiders, then your damage against buildings isn't the greatest. And now we got a level 4 Mountain King. He's returning the favor of all the echo damage that Fly was able to do earlier on Amazonia. And, okay, not keeping Fly supply stock, but at least blocks him at 60.
Right, Fly trying to distract still from his expansion. Heading south now, looking to pressure the enemy expo right there. But Sok is killing a lot of peons, killing the tower, killing the burrow. Looking pretty good for him. Forces the TP now here, does Fly. Can he save everything this time, or will be punished with a Stormbolt again?
Very
Okay.
aggressive TP.
Fishing for the target.
It's gonna be hook, line, and sinker. Not yet. Oh, sweet play. Sacrificing a little bit of mana to save the units. Okay, both expos still up. Let's go. High supply, 2 base, 2 base.
Now Fly is still trying to dodge the fights. Still trying to force Sok back. Get a bigger army. At the moment, it really doesn't look like the Orc
A
is
player's forces are under
in a
attack.
position to fight at all. 51 supply only. Really low on lumber. Both kind of are.
A town is under
Fly
siege.
trying to fix this. And, Sok trying to fix this. Fly needs static defense again, I feel. Sok just... Is he just willing to end this here? Fly is still banking 1,000. Sock has a 10 supply lead. This should be it. He has mana as well. He has an
Player's
invul.
forces are under attack.
And no consumables for Fly.
Kodo killed off, but the main base pressured with a lightning shield on the raider. A lot of damage against these peasants. TP back coming, trying to get away with a speed scroll. Should be a Stormbolt coming in now. Oh no, just barely. The
Little
raiders
bit-
get away thanks to the aura.
Little bit unfortunate position for the Mountain King as well. It was far in the back. So he's doing a good job in dodging fights, dodging the MK. Water Elemental harass, not the easiest to defend. Fly so greedy,
A
man.
player's forces are under
1,400 gold.
Yeah, now he definitely has the lumber to go into upkeep. I wonder why not. TC. Oh, now we have the Sorks. Now we have the slow.
There's a bunch of Stormbolts as well. Ooh. How can he get out? There's no speed scroll anymore.
Stop. No.
So hard to stomp with all the breakers chasing now.
A player's forces are under attack.
But again, he is running around the human army, threatening the next base attack.
Dragonhawks. D-Hawks.
The D-Hogs, indeed. Now Fly is breaking. He saved so much gold. He can probably go straight to 70. But
I don't know if the
Sock
lumber is
is also
enough. It needs to TP out. Dude, he needs a lot of items. I wonder why he didn't try to make it to the shop.
A town is
Now
under
he can
siege.
get mana potions and another TP, but the shop is wide open for a Sock again.
yeah, and he's got that big army. That big breaker army that is so hard for Orc to deal with. We have a lot of Wyvern. Wow, a lot of Wyvern coming.
Okay. Not too sure if that's the right call, to be honest. The peon suffering once again, but Fly doesn't really care. Once again, people not caring about their workers, but just more damage to Sock's base.
Forces the TP back once again. Fly will not take the fight here.
Player's
He's going to leave a Raider in the back with Spurling. That's pretty cool. Again, Stormbolt on the TC. He's got a TP, though. He should be fine. Getting slowed. How much damage did the Lightning Shield do, I wonder?
Well, oh, quite a bit.
Okay.
3 kills, I
Not
think.
bad.
Still making use of the level 1 wolves by sending them away from the breakers. That's level 4 Archmage, though. Level 2 Water Elemental now.
Currently no mining at the expo. He knows about it with the Water Elemental.
A
7
player's
Wind
forces
Riders.
are under
That's a
attack.
lot of Wind Riders, man. That's kind of hard to counter with Dragonhawks.
Okay. It's a crazy high amount. But
I mean, there's not much
ground
anti-air.
army. But the ground army might just get destroyed by this MK and breakers.
Shackles. Immediately had to get away from it. Okay, 1 Dragonhawk down. TC in trouble. Has a TP. Might be forced to use it soon. Can't allow himself to catch another Stormbolt here. Wyvern just attacking this Archmage. The MK
so
is
weird.
literally fighting the army alone. Okay, that's a couple of breakers, but... Invuln Potion. But he deals with the shackles.
Wyvern numbers are starting to dwindle, though. Supply is still very even. TC is super close to level 5, by the way. This is so weird.
Yep, it's really weird, but now the Dragonhawks are gone. Still Water Elementals. Farseer is here with the army as well. If this Water Elemental is down, like, what prevents the Wyvern from killing all the casters? Except that they can't reach because they're all mega slowed.
TP out. Okay. That should be shop items going to Fly, I guess. But he lost quite a few units there. Mostly Wind Riders.
More Wind
He's
Riders,
making
man.
more.
They can't
He's
be
making
clapped.
more.
Forces are
I
under
like
attack.
that. Okay, now there's another Raider coming, but you need some control as well. Double level up for Fly. Stomp level 3. Here we go. Ooh, not yet, because good Stormbolt. Does he have a heal scroll? Yes, he does. Needs his invul. 5-second stun, but I don't think it's enough. Fly, invul!
Oh, where's the invul?
Doesn't
He's
even
holding
need
on to it,
dude.
The
What?
madman!
Nerves
Wow.
of freaking steel.
What a sick game by Fly, dude. How is he... Is he winning this game?
This
How is
just,
he winning this game?
It feels like, strategy-wise, Fly just got clarity over this matchup.
Dude.
You have Clap. Clap is strong. I built something you can't clap.
This was so hard to make work though. To dodge the fights the way he
A
did,
player's
to come in
forces
with
are under
economic
attack.
damage, to threaten these run-bys over and over, keeping his own expansion safe in the meantime. Man, Fly, looking so good. We saw it with the 3-0 against Lawlight, how good he is against Night Elf, and here now also looking very strong.
So there's gonna be raiders coming soon. Catching the reinforcements, nice. Sock is pretty much off of the map. Fly seems to be moments away from going 5-0 at WCG.
A player's
Taking
forces
out another
are
Sanctum over here. Human at the moment doesn't have a TP. MPK does get level 5. That's a crazy strong level up. But he needs to get back home to save his economy. Fly playing with his superior mobility extremely well.
True. Town portal home now. Could all be stunned by this TC. But he rather retreats.
And again, he forces the TP, repositions. Oh, or does he actually want to fight?
New raiders coming. 65 supply, a little bit of a lead. Shackle once again cancelled immediately. TC has no mana anymore, and that's the sign to TP out. Doesn't want to lose his consumables. Still the heal
He
scroll.
gets-
Still the
He
invul
got
potion.
so many kills, dude. Like 2 Dragonhawks, peasants, towers, casters. I think he only lost a single grunt. Look at the supply. 68 suddenly against 48.
A very, very, very convenient
player's
60,
forces are
20
under
supply lead. Close to level 6-ish on the TC. Getting there at least. These Dragonhawks, man, they didn't do their job one bit. I would love to know how this game looks if he's making a rifle transition and not a Dragonhawk transition. Or even a gyrocopter transition.
The fact that Fly has been able to play this so well for so long with like a max of 2 heal scrolls that he was able to get. So
Yep.
crazy. Main's about to expire over here. Now finally Fly is stocking up on those big combat items. Second heal scroll, mana potion, second invul. This AM is gonna have to be really careful.
Yeah, he needs like a mana fountain. And drink them. Chuck him. Because, yeah, he needs all his spells. Level 3 clap, by the way. Not too many targets for that. The raiders, of course. But not the damage dealers. Can Sock
Splits
stay
against
here?
the MK.
Sweet, right?
Waits for the clap cooldown, then he goes in, then he falls back again.
Invul potion is gone now, so only the mana potion remaining. And again, catching reinforcements, casters, they can't even look at the wyvern and they're dead.
And now Sock, realizing he's certainly far behind. How does he win this game?
You
The
think
mass
now
economy is gonna be gone.
you think he realized this now? I think
mean,
that
until like 2 minutes ago, his army was still semi-comparable. Oh, but that clap hurts. He's committing onto the Mountain King. Is that perhaps a little too bold?
Ah, there's no
Storm
items.
coming in.
there shouldn't be
fire.
items. Shackles are nice though, but what do you do without the MK? Chain Lightning wants to get rid of him quickly, and oh, tried to invis him, didn't work. And with that, he knows there's no coming back, and it's a 5-0 Fly.
That's another win for Fly. That's another 2 points here in the map score. Very
Crazy
impressive.
performance. Crazy
Very, very impressive.
performance. That was so smart. The way that he banked so much gold and could explode into 7 wyvern, that caught Sock by surprise. Oh my god.
So this puts Sock now at a loss. And at least
0-2.
yeah. So map score wise, he might still be looking better than Lawlight if he gets the next map win here. But it's basically all going to come down to Lawlight versus Sock on the last play.
Yeah. Whew. Ooh, I love this group. I love this group very, very, very much. Everything's super close. I mean, Fly with this performance pretty much through. WFZ pretty much eliminated, but we're gonna see Lawlight versus Fly. The question is, what score will do what? Sock got a 2-1 over WFZ. Lawlight got a 2-1 over WFZ. So if Fly 3-0 Sock here, it's all about the W, guys. And the next set is Northern Isles.
Very impressed here with Fly, how he's showing up. Something once again lit a fire under this man. We saw it last week with Lawlight and here now against Sock. Fly looking very, very impressive. Doing with different styles as well. That run-by style so well executed. And that's something that has been... We don't really talk about it so much for it being Fly playstyle. Of course, Grubby is world famous for this. Linguagua has been playing it a lot recently. But Fly is also so good with it if he has to. And he had to. He couldn't take a fight for a very long time. He did damage where he could, bought time for himself, and then with 7 Wyvern. I mean, that can come as quite the surprise. Suddenly 7 Wyvern appear, and how the hell are you supposed to be ready for that out of nowhere?
Yeah, and shout out to the Blizzard devs, by the way, or for fixing the shackle animation. Saw that for the first time in forever.
It's looking nice, looking spicy.
Looking hot, for sure.
Okay.
Do you think these shackles are hot? I think these shackles are really hot.
Yeah, I mean, they do kind of burn you over time. I imagine so.
Yeah.
Ouchie.
Maybe some
The way he focused those, the way he used the speed throws against slow,
So
the end
quick.
snares as well, sometimes came so fast against the shackles.
Fly's a very good player, man. He keeps on impressing. Either we make fun of him because he's losing 10 Blade Masters in a game, or we sit here in awe. This is so cool. I read in chat, by the way, that he wasn't streaming for a couple of days just to prepare. Shows you once again the magnitude of the World Cyber Games.
Yeah. And after last year, where he wasn't seen at all, he wants to show up now. And so far, his performances have been very impressive. He got 2 wins already against WFZ in the last match. It should be pretty straightforward, but at the same time, you shouldn't be too sure about something like that.
Fly versus exactly. Fly versus WFZ is always the craziest back and forth game because they're both so non-standard. So it's definitely gonna be fun. I can guarantee you that. But will that determine anything? I don't think so. If Sock wins this, I'm not even sure how it is. Once again, we have to do some number crunching. If Sock wins this, it could be the case that Lawlight has to win 3-0. But I don't even think so.
Well, we have heard conflicting information about the point standing, so we're gonna have to clarify about that.
But even if Sock goes ahead now, and Lawlight then wins 2-1, then they have the same map score, and Lawlight wins the direct comparison.
Yes, but if it's about best of 3 wins, then Lawlight, of course, would be ahead. Gonna have to clarify that with our admins.
Okay. Northern Isles it is. Fly in the blue in the upper right. Going for the second 3-0. He would be the only player with 2 3-0s in a row. Lin got a 5-1, but that's about it.
Dude, if he goes 6-0, and it's not like, I don't know, you had Linguagua and Shishi as your opponents. No disrespect to them. No, it was Lawlight and Sock. That would be quite amazing, man.
That is the finalist and winner of WSB and DreamHack Asia plus the finalist of WSB. That is 2 of Asia's finest, absolute finest.
But once again, the Chinese fans can be proud of Fly. He's been looking so good recently, and he must feel very confident now. He knows he's in a great position in the group. It's not like he is going to fool around here, but even losing this map wouldn't be too painful, but I'm sure he's going to try his best. Starting off with a Farseer, instant harass, no skip barracks, with a fast tech as well, by the way. I think he was a little, like he only had 4 peons in gold there for a while, making sure he gets a lot of lumber right away. And yeah, it's going to have the tech here coming in quickly. Is this a 2-farm tech by Sock is the question. That's something that Chimiko still likes playing quite a bit. Leads to a fast tech for you, but also leads to you having barely any footies out early.
3 farms now. Could still be a 4th one. Could still be an expansion, but the Archmage is going a little rogue here. So that should be attack.
A player's forces are under
He's
attack.
trying to evade the Farsi. He's trying to creep level 2 for free, but
is under
Fly's
siege.
scouting is on point. He's gonna harass the old man, not gonna leave him in peace. Wolves harassing in the main as well. They see the tech timing. No fast expansion here. Seems like Sok gave up on the fast expo.
And that's probably for the better. The panda pressure is too much, and I think Echo Isles was a lot more entertaining than our first match on Amazonia.
I mean, if you're an Orc fan, it was certainly quite fun as well. But Echo certainly made for a better back and forth. Sok now is trying to
player's
split his
forces are under
forces.
attack.
Footies on the top right, Farsi on the bottom left, AM I mean. But there's even something scouting there. I don't know if it's a wolf or a grunt, but Fly has his eyes everywhere on the map.
Once again, playing very, very good. The Archmage plus 12. Okay, that will certainly help deal with these wolves.
Yep. Buying the
The town
claws.
is under siege.
Almost always worth it. 125 gold only. Get them while they're still hot. Before the nerf.
A player's forces are under attack.
But this is an AM still stuck on level 1. I think Fly should be pretty satisfied with this, right?
Yeah, definitely. No aura is always the first objective. Now life's a little easier for Sok with the boots, and creeping should be kind of fast-ish with the claws as well. But he's going to tier 2 at 60%. Fly should be faster. TC is already out. Shaman are coming. Very standard Northern Isle game so far.
A player's forces
If
are
you
under
exclude
halting.
the expansion.
Yeah. He's halting grunt production there as well, if I saw that right. So only 2 grunts? Perhaps a bit of the Lin build. 2 grunt, 2 shaman, 2 kodos. But we didn't see a war mill yet, I believe. AM is putting good pressure now on these grunts, but there's always a speed scroll if needed. Ideally, Fly would like to save it, but of course, if he needs it to save a grunt, he will. Second speed scroll should be available now or soon, as the TC comes out.
A player's forces
And
are
then
under
Stomp
attack.
is dangerous for the AM. And this AM still doesn't have aura.
Crazy, man. Can't even support this Mountain King with the build. Very, very low experience in this entire game. Can humans start a power creep without rifles?
Not easy. Not easy at all. With Militia Call, I mean, you can definitely do something. Tuskar creep, maybe natural creep, but you also need some lumber for your upgrades and stuff.
A player's forces are under attack.
Aura first.
This AM is playing like a Farseer, dude. Just level 1 harass.
He's trying to stop the tier 2 progress now. Fly going aura. Not threatening the Stomp here.
This AM needs level 2 so bad, dude. He is completely dry on mana.
Yeah. Needs at least an early shot.
Didn't get that last hit. Oh, and the end snare. The Murloc Huntsman. Once again. Trolling one of the players.
They're one of the best trolls in all of Warcraft, next to the goblins who bash you. So, okay. TC got a little bit of XP. Now the Mountain King is in. You kind of want to run away from that. More Shaman. Whoa, very early Wyvern. That's, of course, one way to speed up creeping.
Okay, pretty cool. Especially early on tier 2, it's super hard for human to deal with that. You need a certain number of priests and breakers first. You can't just go Dragonhawks right away. Water Elementals, of course, are supposed to be the answer, but against that, there is Purge. At the moment, we still have all heroes still on level 1. It's kind of weird.
Forces are under attack.
It is. No Chain Lightning, no Stomp, no Clap. Like, the important spells are all not there yet. Heal what's next.
Heal Ward. That is so amazing for Orc. You can creep so many camps, use the heal wards, and then you don't even need heal selves.
Tier 2 Expo.
Ambitious expansion. Before Breakers, before level 2 MK.
Yeah.
Alright.
Contesting the shop, Stormbolt could potentially kill the Overseer. I think he didn't. TC guide, right? Yeah. Item
Farseer leveled up to 2.
is more damage for the Farseer with the Robe of the Magi. TC level 2, that's Stomp, that's Speed Scroll, that's the engagement for Fly. Not hitting too much, yet getting 2 kills.
Yeah, one priest going down there. Footies could also be in trouble. MK still with lots of mana though, and the hero specifically for the Orc here quite hurt already, a little threatened. But as far as just army goes, seems like Fly's miles ahead.
Yeah, feels like he wanted to wait for the clap but didn't get the necessary kills. Heal Scroll.
Oh.
Last second of Fly. Glorious save again. But yeah, Town Portal was swapped and he escapes. Archmage has to TP out as well. Oh, Sock, you didn't see that coming, did you?
Oh, beautiful again by Fly, waiting for the last second to pop the heal scroll, to transfer the TP, to use the TP. He managed to squeeze out the TP force of his opponent there as well.
Oh,
But he doesn't know about this expansion, I believe.
A player's
can't really
forces
power
are
build this
under attack.
anymore, so he does have some time to figure this out. No lumber at all for Sock. Fly can of course easily scout if he wants to with one of the wolves. Should figure this out soon.
MK though only now level 2. And as we move towards 50 supply and higher, you definitely want level 3 MK for the level 2 clap. It's not that easy to creep that level up now. There's the lab he could go for, but that's kind of the only really valuable camp
Yeah,
in his
marketplace
vicinity.
marketplace mostly gone. Shop mostly gone. Could move to the bottom right and creep Scorpions plus Lab, but I think Fly will push before. Sock is in an uneasy position for sure.
Oh, is that double level 3 here for Fly? I believe it is. Ah, not quite. Farseer missing a hair. But the MK is missing a bundle.
A player's forces are under attack.
And both muscling up. Fly counter expanding. So he isn't even under that much pressure. Oh my god, this mana on the TC is going crazy. 450. Mana potion's gonna have so much value.
Could be the time for Zeppelin as well, perhaps. Being at the lab already. He knows he forced the TP by the human before. But the uneasy thing here is that the Orc also doesn't have a TP. And the MK did slowly but surely fight his way up, creep his way up to level 3. He's gonna get it. But here's the push into the main.
And again, he's just breaking the shop. Should humans try to build the shop in the back?
Definitely worth a consideration. It just, we see it dying all the time, don't we?
Yeah. It's pretty much like killing a production building. A little faster to replace, but that's it. Good clap. But that's about it. Can retreat 3 Kodo Beasts. Stun against the Militia. Mountain King down to below 50%. Has to pop the big potion. That's a nasty clap though. Fly, does he have a heal scroll? Not really. Can the heal selves maybe do something? Going for the Archmage now. It's full out hero focus.
Heal scrolls being used on both sides. Some Kodos got off some Devours, but one of those Kodos is definitely going to go down. Mana dropping low on the MK. The TC still has more Storms left because of all those mana items he found before. But Fly lost a lot of army right here.
Stop, Mountain King. 100 HP, Invo Potion.
Town is under
Did the
siege.
Kodos eat something? That's a big question now.
Player's forces are under
If he
attack.
retreats to the right, then he knows that there's an expansion. Yep, he got it. Thanks, Observer. More Kodos. Expo is under attack. Oh, gonna kill the peon. Players react to this.
That was a lot of damage. Very smart there to send 2 footies up north. But it's also Fly now getting the shop. This is always an important factor to keep in mind. This is kind of the
player's
advantage
forces are
of the
under attack.
player being aggressive and then falling back. They will get the items at the shop.
So much time board, man. Sock's breaking upkeep. Fly's not. Has to resaturate his economy first.
Oh, he has like no lumber peons, by the way. Did you see that? There's like nothing in the main. But Orc tier 2 doesn't really need that much lumber. We can see Fly still at 568. So that's okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
Red spot creep for the Mountain King. Claw plus 12. Damage machine Archmage. Oh, no, not ready yet. Where did he get this claw? Ah, from the Scorpions? Oh, Valor. Tanky MK, but not really what he wants.
Yeah, Helm of Valor is okay. MK can't really do that much with the Agi. It's a bit of armor, I suppose. Still that heal ward available. So much healing through that heal ward. What was the last one, though?
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, we got heal scroll and invul potion. Very tanky TC by now. And Sock is getting ready for either upgrades or a rifle transition if there's more Wyvern. I like that.
Level 4 Mountain King. Very valuable level there as well. Now he has level 2 Stormbolt. Now he can threaten this TC a lot better. And
A
again, we
player's
have the
forces
Wyvern
are
coming
under
in.
attack.
Second
like-
heal scroll.
It's like no melee units at all. It's just Kodos, Shaman, and Wyvern.
Okay, here we go again. No invul potion on the Mountain King. Maybe that is a target. Full inventory. Oh, okay, not full anymore. Stomp hits okay-ish, but sacrifices a lot of HP for that stomp.
Yeah, getting feedback like crazy. AM in trouble as well. With a TP here in his inventory, might be forced to use it very, very soon. More Stomps coming in, or Purges that is. TC seems to be fine. One Caster, Priest, and... one Priest, one Sorcerer, one Footy going down. And the TP forced. Another good engagement for Fly.
Did Sock the Madman just dodge the Chain Lightning, by the way?
Yeah, I think he did.
I think he did as well. Damn. MK with the mana potion. First attack upgrade. That's gonna be good. But doesn't win you games if you have no heal scroll.
Gyros this time.
Yes.
Gave up on the Dragon Hawks.
A player's forces are under attack.
Needs a lot of them.
It's also a great scouting unit, of course. Way better than Dragonhawks. Okay, here comes the push again. I don't think the gyros are ready. They will just be sniped as well.
80 supply.
Yep. Lightning
Fly
shield
going
wolf.
in deep. It seems like a rough position for the Orc. But he's repositioning.
And again, what can the MK with Clap do when Wyvern are the backbone to your army? Needs to take care of the sorceress. Fly's focus fire is good. He's just moving forward.
Wyvern can't be contested. It's too many of them. The anti-air isn't ready, and that despite the fact that Sok was the first with the expansion. How is that even possible? Clap's doing good job, but also there's heal scrolls. There was one beautiful one right there. The TC still has one at the ready. TC getting storm bolted, but he's always moving back and forth properly, so he doesn't overexpose himself ever. The breakers can't be dealt with too easily, but everything else just is getting destroyed.
Yeah, I agree. The gyros are now quite fast, but it's still so many Wyvern. TC has a heal scroll, can heal everything back up. Oh, he needs that against the Clap. Okay, but gets the Stomp as well. Focus fire on that MK. I'm not even sure if he has a way out there. He doesn't, getting zapped. And I feel like Sok is a little shocked about that. Archmage gets level 4, but that is not the game-deciding hero. 15 supply lead once again. Level 5 Farseer. He's cleaning this up now.
Yeah, so many kills going the Orc's way. Now that there's no Clap anymore, he can really commit in hard into this fight. The most dangerous weapon of the human has been taken out. Sok drops down to less than 50 supply, falling back to the main. Can Militia save him? Doubtful. Going for the AM now with the Purges. Forces him into the TP, saves himself towards the natural. But that was another magnificent fight for Fly. It's looking very much like the 6-0 for the Orc in this tournament.
Absolutely bonkers. This time there was no counter aggression with Footman or something. This is again shop control for Fly, who's now, as he sees, okay, there's quite a lot of gyros. Let's switch it up once again. Let's go for Grunts, Raiders, and Headhunters even. Mountain King is back, but limited mana. Double heal scroll again for Fly. Immediately, the Stomp animation goes off and he has it ready. So impressive.
Oh, the AN no TP now. He's getting purged, focused, Chain Lightning, everything upon the first hero. He might be falling. The TC in trouble as well. AM goes down first. TC has Potion still to survive with. That's it. GG. Fly with a 3-0.
Absolute killer shape. The only undefeated player in the World Cyber Games 2020 is the Chinese Orc. And who would have thought? What are the odds that he defeats Lawlight 3-0 and Sock 3-0? That is unbelievable. Welcome to the playoffs, Fly.
Yeah, he has one game left to play against WFZ, where he's also going into it as the favorite. But even if he loses, with that map score, he might just be guaranteed already. I guess he is guaranteed already.
Yeah, he got 2 wins, and the next map, next playday, Lawlight and Sock are going to face each other. So one of them is going 2-1, and the other one is going 1-2. So Fly definitely qualified for the playoffs. Man, math, Remo. Such a master.
And Sock with that has only 2 map wins. Actually, it's exactly the same as Lawlight.
Yeah.
It's precisely the same.
Yeah.
So
whoever wins.
it's going to be about the win next.
Whoever wins. Okay, here we see it summed up again. Amazonia, Echo Isles, Northern Isles, all going to Fly with a new spin to this matchup with a Wyvern transition on 2 matches. Good day. 2 maps. Good day for the Orcs. Focus defeating Colorful 2-1. Fly defeating Sock 3-0. And yesterday we had Lin already winning 3-0. So the Horde on a roll. TH Colorful, Michael Focus. Looking good for the Chinese here now. But TH still has to face Focus. Michael still has to face... No. TH has to face Colorful. Michael has to face Focus. So the 2 winners there will advance as well. Fly guaranteedly qualified. Sock and Lawlight will duke it out very soon. Next week, probably.
It's going to be an epic match.
Yep. Absolutely true.
In the past, we would have said Lawlight is the big favorite there, but Sock has been looking better and better. Perhaps today not so visible, but that was just because Fly played out of his mind. That game on Echo, I was so sure he was about to lose, but Fly just didn't give up.
Sock and Lawlight, by the way, they will fight on the very last day of the group stage. Tomorrow, 1-0 versus Linguagua. Can the Necromancer seal the deal for the playoffs? We also have Infi versus Zhou, which is also for the playoffs.
And there, of course, Infi is going to be the favorite. We will have there, on paper, some favorites, but that doesn't mean we know how it's going to go. In WCG, we had quite a few surprises already, and I'm sure some more upsets are waiting for us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people lost their Warcraft 3.info gold over these WCG matches so far. I'm having a banana smile whenever we cast these World Cyber Games matches. Big history. Everybody sees it as something very, very special. Everybody who's playing here. The favorites prepare some new strats, new timings. The underdogs prepare some delicate cheese that sometimes has expired a little. Shout out Linguagua yesterday. That wasn't too great. But all the games are very, very interesting and very, very action-packed. And we see the rise of Fly right in front of our eyes. Tomorrow, we are back as every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at noon here. Twitch.tv/Back2Warcraft for the World Cyber Games Connected 2020 Beyond the Game. See you tomorrow.
powerful innovation has arrived, with the speed to go beyond limitation and discover the unreal. Introducing the Samsung NVMe SSD 970 series, the key to unlocking your power. With the performance to reach beyond the expected, the capacity to illuminate a world of ideas, and the reliability to sustain it all. Samsung's latest NVMe M.2 SSD. Unreal performance realized.